Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Courtroom Files Live. I would like to direct your attention to the lower left quadrant of the courtroom feed where you'll see a gentleman seated in suspenders. That is our hoarder that we saw several days back, so he should be up any moment. But in the meantime, this is Judge McNally.
All right, I'm going to formally arraign you, and then I'll let you go talk to the prosecutor. It is alleged that on June 28th of 25 at 9 p.m., that you were the owner of a dog that committed a vicious act on Pine Drive near Oakcrest in Brownstown. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to $500 in fines, 90 days jail, costs or all those. That's count one. The other two are dog roaming at large. That's a civil infraction, and no dog license. That is a civil infraction. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign an advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Do you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Enter a not guilty plea.
Not guilty.
I'm going to send you to the prosecutor. I'm going to give you... Can you tell me what kind of a dog this is?
She is a border collie and Rhodesian Ridgeback. She's 55 pounds, medium.
Okay. I'm going to give you a personal bond, $500. Here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with the victim of the dog bite. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with that individual or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. No contact with prosecution, witnesses. Dog to remain, listen very carefully to this, in a fenced-in yard, your home, or on a leash and equipped with a muzzle, okay? And equipped with a muzzle and accompanied by you or another suitable adult. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I mean, somebody over 18 that can control the dog, okay? I'm going to send you to the prosecutor. You can speak with her, and then either way, you're going to come back in here and speak with me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes. Timothy Sean Walsh, 25B148654A and B. Could I have Crystal Wren seated at the table, my right, your left? Crystal Wren over here at the table, my right, your left. Sir, your name?
Jim Walsh.
You're charged with driving on a suspended. We adjourned this until today. Did you talk to the prosecutor yet?
Today, no.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. Do you want a lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay, you go in and you're going to speak with the prosecutor, all right? The township attorney. And then either way after that, you're coming back in front of me, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you can go right out in the hallway. Thanks. People against Wren, Crystal Denisha Wren, 25B148897A, B, and C. Your name?
Crystal Ring.
You're charged with driving on a suspended, expired plate and no proof of insurance, and you have the right to a lawyer. Would you like a lawyer?
No.
I'll go ahead and arraign you and let you speak to the prosecutor. Then it's alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle on Telegraph near Illinois in Brownstown on July the 6th of 25 with a suspended license. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to $500 in fines, 93 days jail, costs or all of those in 2 points. You understand that?
Yes.
You're also charged with expired plate and no proof of insurance. Those are 0-point civil infractions. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. $500 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. But here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
I didn't have insurance.
You go, no, that's, you talk to the prosecutor about it, okay? Good luck. Either way, you're coming back in front of me. Come in. Can you come on in here, please?
I can, Judge.
Thanks. People against Robert Thomas Boyd, 25BA 2557. Your name?
Robert Thomas Boyd.
All right. Mr. Boyd, you have the right to an attorney. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense if you would like one. Would you like a lawyer?
No, thank you.
Just, Holy Carter, your name, please?
Caitlin Ford, crime from Brunswick Township. I do have the ordinance enforcement officer. Let me grab them.
Please.
Sure.
I need an order. Probation order. Good morning, your name?
Rob Harris, on behalf of Brownstown Township.
All right. Did you go out and look?
Yeah, there's no change.
Boyd. Mr. Boyd. You're going to force me to do something that I don't want to do. You're not going to make me lock you up, are you?
I hope not.
Well, come on. You cannot have a dump sitting there in a township. It's a dump.
I've been working on it,
You have not been working on it. We were just out there.
and I've worked at it.
Well, what did you do since I went out and looked at the property back on July the 16th? Tell me what you've done.
Okay.
Come on, be specific now. I've got the ordinance officer sitting here.
Cut more brush down,
Where?
on the side yard.
What are you? Side yard. Where are the vehicles? They still there?
Yes,
The
sir.
boat,
They don't-
the trailer,
they don't
the
have
garage.
report over at my mechanic right now. I've called him twice and tried to get it over there to him, but he don't have room for it right now. I'll call him again today when I get out of here.
Mr. Boyd. They've warned you before. You've known about this case since at least the middle of April. This is the end of July. I don't know what I gotta do.
I'm working on it.
You're not working on it. It'll take you 42 years to get this place in the shape that it needs to be. At the pace that you're operating.
I'll work days.
Listen, I don't care if you have to hire contractors. The place is a dump.
I've tried to get help. I've tried to hire help.
Mr. Boyd,
Nobody wants to work. Willing to pay them $10 an hour a day.
$10 an hour. No wonder they're not willing to work.
Well, I make minimum wage. I work for it.
You're not gonna find anybody to come over there and deal with that mess for $10 an hour.
Well, they have to work with me, but it's,
Where do you work?
I work for, Motor City Solutions. I'm a test driver for Ford products.
This is just, this one request in your, did you send this to Mr. Boyd?
I did, Your Honor.
You got winter boat storage is only permitted on residential waterfront surfaces pursuant to your code 13.09.
Right, that's just to ensure that the boat doesn't remain there over the winter.
It's a dangerous structure to begin with.
Yes, sir, they've done a number on it.
Who's they?
I
Who
told you
parked
they-
the vehicles there? Who parked the boat there? Who let the garage go to the point that it's dilapidated and needs to be taken down? Come on.
They tore it up.
I don't know what you're saying. You told me this when I was out there. I don't want to hear it at this point.
I mean, you saw the windows were knocked out of it, you saw the door was tore off it. I didn't do that. The door was tore off my tool trailer. I'm missing.
I have a feeling once I order this, you're not going to do anything.
I work on it every day I can.
Come on.
Really,
No, you don't. No, I don't believe you. You're not being truthful.
I am being truthful. It's rained a lot of days.
You told me that too.
Yes, sir. It's rained a lot this week, it's gonna rain today.
Is it? Okay, Sonny Elliott.
Pardon?
It rained Sunday, right? Or Monday? Did it rain Sunday?
Rain Monday.
I know. Did it rain Sunday? No. Did it rain Saturday? No.
Yeah, it did.
Did it rain Saturday? I wasn't here. Some,
It's rained a lot.
Mr. Boyd,
Saturday, we had, all them big thunderstorms come through.
all right. Listen, I've heard enough. I don't want to hear any more excuses.
Can't help the rain.
Mr. Boyd, I don't want to hear it.
Give me more time and Rob can keep an eye on me. I'll work on whatever he wants me to work on first.
Anything else? Anything else?
No, sir.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, the people will just rely on since it's not random.
Do you have any objection to any of these items that they're requesting in their sentencing memorandum?
Pardon?
They sent you this sentencing memorandum. Did you
Oh,
read it?
yeah. I saw that.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I got that on Monday.
Okay. Is there, do you have any objection to following all these rules?
Yeah, as best I understand them, yes.
Listen to my question. Do you have an objection to complying with all these items that they're asking me to order?
No.
I don't know how in the world. I'm going to talk about a mechanism for timeliness. And I got to tell you, I don't want to hear any more about the rain. Okay? That is just 6 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance of any unit of government. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I'm not going to copy all of this. I'm going to put it in an order. Amy, you can tell probation. Here are the conditions. All vehicles parked on the property must be located on a concrete or asphalt driveway surface. They have to be licensed.
I have a stone driveway.
Scott, I want to hear it. I'm going to tell you what, I'm telling you it has to be on a concrete or asphalt surface. It has to be licensed, and the vehicles have to be operable. Any vehicles that are not operable have to be stored inside an enclosed building or removed from the property. I don't think you have an enclosed building that's going to accommodate all the vehicles you have there. So you got to get them off the property if they're inoperable. Any recreational vehicles such as your boat, anything else must be operable, licensed, and registered to you or the occupant of the property. You have to have any recreational vehicle stored on a hard or pervious concrete, asphalt, permeable, grass pavers, or gravel surface. They must be used for their intended purpose and not as storage. You can't just have a boat in there and throw a bunch of junk in there. All non-permitted accessory structures have to be removed. You do not live on a residential waterfront surface, so winter boat storage will not be permitted on that property. The garage must be torn down and removed, and any excavation thereunder filled to grade level. Did I sufficiently cover that one? I think I did.
I think so, Your Honor.
Junk, trash, rubbish, tarps, anything that creates rodent harborage or refuse of any kind needs to be removed. Okay?
Okay,
Junk includes parts of machinery or motor vehicles, unused stoves or other appliances stored in the open, remnants of wood, metal, or any other material or other cast-off material of any kind. Weeds, grass, and undergrowth must be cut and maintained so as not to be higher than 8 inches pursuant to ordinance. You are to allow township officials on your property for a compliance inspection, at least weekly or more. Now, I want to know about a timetable here. This is only 6 months and I want this done quickly. Sir, you seem like a nice man, but you cannot have that kind of junkyard in the middle of the township. You can't. Well, I know you say you understand, but you're not moving. You gotta move.
I feel like I have to move. I don't have a whole lot of time after work,
I don't know what to tell you. That property did not reach that level of sloppiness, junkness, whatever you want to call it, overnight. I would have to say it's taken years. You gotta move. Now,
Sir.
Tabitha, Type up everything on there, and you're gonna attach it to this order. Now, let's set timetables. Do you guys have any ideas? Can you help me with this? What do you want out of there first?
Probably garage.
Yeah, the road and harborage, that type of stuff is probably the biggest hindrance or, the biggest complaint from the township is the road and harborage, which includes trailers and the garage. I mean, there's trailers that we didn't even see that, behind in the brush.
Why don't you get your sons to help you?
Pardon?
Why don't you get your sons to help you? You said you had 2 sons last time, did you not?
He's working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. My other son works up the other side of 15 Mile Road.
How are you gonna get the garage torn down?
That's my main goal to go.
Well, I need it done now. How long is it gonna take you?
I don't know, I gotta see about getting a junk trailer and,
Well, I know, but I want a timetable.
well,
I'm giving it until September 1st to have the garage removed.
how about Christmas?
No. Christmas.
I might have to end up doing it myself.
Sir, I don't think you're understanding. Christmas. This is the problem, you're procrastinating. September 15th, I want it down. We're sending a review hearing date, Amy. I need a review hearing date, garage to be removed by September 15th. I don't care how you do it, who you hire, who helps you, who doesn't help you. I want it done by then. I'm not gonna worry about the excavation levels at that point, but by September 15th, give me a review hearing date, please, right on my first docket day after September 15th with Brownstown.
September 24th at 8:30.
Did she say December?
September.
December?
And then when you come in at the time, now I'm not saying you shouldn't be working on other things either. But I want that garage down by September 15th. So you're gonna put that in the order. All vehicles. How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna do this? You're gonna have to get rid of those vehicles.
I'll find a place for 'em.
Order, you include this, order pertaining to vehicles must be complied with by October 1st. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We'll send you this order. You're gonna pay fines of $200, costs of $100, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. I'm not looking at making you go broke here. $545 is your total, including its probation fees. We're gonna give them a review hearing date in 6 months also. So prosecutorial review hearing date will take place should be mid-January.
January 14th.
January 14th, 26 at 8:30. I cannot repeat enough. I think you're a very nice man. So I want to print out a review hearing for September 24 at 8:30. Review date, January 14 at 26 at 8:30. And John, when you go over probation, I want them to schedule an appointment for him to come and see them because I have to type up this order.
Okay.
Okay? Anything else you want me to do or asking me to do?
No, Your Honor, I think it's on the Mr. Boyd.
I'm just going to give you until January 1st to pay all your fines. Okay? Actually, I'm going to make it December 20th of 25. You have to pay all your fines by then. You go down, get your printed notices. You're going to go over to probation. They'll tell you when you have to come back. I have to have an order typed up. I need the file back.
Your Honor, with my job, I have to deliver cars to Ohio and
Yeah, you could, I told you at the time of the bond, but thank you for bringing that up. You can leave the state for employment purposes, okay?
thank you.
Can leave state for employment purposes. Now, I want to make sure that you're not going to go out of here, leave this building, and forget about everything I just said.
No, sir. I have that paper at home.
Okay? Let's get started. Good luck. If you violate your status 771, I'm taking this under 771.1. Case will be dismissed if you're compliant. If you're not, conviction will enter and you're subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to make me do that, are you?
I hope not.
Well, I don't want there to be hopes. You got to get moving, sir. I've heard enough about rain. Good luck.
Thank you.
Joshua Jordan Lazarick.
All right, good morning once again, everybody. Welcome to the Courtroom Files Live. I thought it'd be fun to start the day with somebody who has nothing but excuses, so we definitely accomplished that. This morning's nature scene comes to us courtesy of the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where they have their jellyfish cam. I don't know about you guys, but I've always found jellyfish soothing. I could watch them for hours and hours, so this is a good cut if we have any particularly stressful court interactions today. Never stressful, but often entertaining and very fast talking. Let's go to Florida and Wade Mercer.
Powell, good morning. Mr. Powell, you're here because you've been accused of violating the terms of your state probation. Mr. Powell, I've got a copy of the warrant in front of me signed by Judge Garcia, and it's a no bond warrant, sir. What that means is you're going to be held with no bond until you can get over to circuit court and try to get this allegation against you resolved. What I want to do this morning is get you arraigned. So if you want to have an attorney appointed to represent you, that's what I'm going to do. Would you like to have an attorney appointed to represent you, Mr. Powell?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you. Mr. Powell, listen to Mr. McDaniel, please, and then we'll see if you have any questions in just a moment.
Your Honor, we're going to plea of not guilty. Asked to set this in the August 21st court docket. I've already advised you, Mr. Green, to come by and talk with him prior to that.
August 21st. Mr. Mitchell, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Powell, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Mr. Green will see you before your court date. Have a good day, sir.
You too, sir.
Next case is Devin Safford. Mr. Safford, good morning. Mr. Safford, you're here in case 23-331CT. This is a violation of probation warrant that's been active for a little over a year. Mr. Safford, I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you and ask that you listen to Mr. McDaniel, your attorney.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Safford. He's going to admit that he violated his probation. Your understanding is he'll be sentenced to 60 days in the county jail. He'll have 6 days jail credit. There'll be a fine of $148, which maybe, hopefully he'll work off when he's in the trustee bay here. And that will resolve this case today.
Thank you. Mr. Mitchell, is that agreeable with the state?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Safford, did you hear that agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Safford, any questions about that agreement?
No, sir.
And Mr. Safford, is that the plea or admission you would like to enter to resolve this VOP?
If there's another way I could.
Mr. Safford, given the amount of time that you've been gone and this warrant's been outstanding and since, how long it's been since we've seen you or the probation office has seen you, this is the offer that's been made today. I cannot tell you if that offer will change. You have the right to go to a VOP hearing. We'll be glad to schedule it for a VOP hearing, but if you want to resolve it today, that's the offer today. So do you want to take this offer or do you want us to schedule it for a VOP hearing?
Resolve it today.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Resolve it.
I'll resolve it today. Okay. Mr. Safford, I'm going to accept your admission that you violated the terms of your probation. And that's in case number 23-331CT. I'm going to revoke that probation, Mr. Safford. I'm going to sentence you to 60 days in jail. You have 6 days credit, and the amount remaining on your court costs and fines is $148 that you have left that you were not able to get paid under your supervision period. So, Mr. Safford, hopefully you'll get some extra gain time. No probation involved in this sentence. You finish this jail sentence you have, sir. This is over. You move on. Put that's all behind you. You will get to use the phone after first appearance to contact friends or family and let them know the bond status, which is no bond for this type of charge. Mr. Safford, I wish you the best, sir. We have Anthony Keith. Mr. Keith, good morning. Mr. Keith, you're here for first appearance. You're accused of, it's a little confusing. I was confused myself. Mr. Mitchell helped me understand a little bit better. So you've already been arrested for fraudulent use of a credit card, exploitation of an elderly, disabled adult, and grand theft. But those charges were based upon allegations of theft from a Lowe's department store. These charges are the same alleged victim, same circumstances, but these are charges that allegedly occurred at Walmart and or by Apple Pay. So these are different charges than you originally were first appeared on. So I'm going to set you a different bond. Obviously, I'm going to take into account there's a huge difference in the values. The values from the first charge were thousands and thousands of dollars. The value that you allegedly stole this time is about $800. So I'm going to listen to the attorneys. I'm going to go ahead and set your bond in these cases once I hear from them. Mr. McDaniel, anything on behalf of Mr. Keith?
Your Honor, I think you got it all pretty much there. You know, the exploitation of the elderly, I would think that those would all be the same. Yeah, I thought it was just, one series of cases, that not, each individual case, but whatever the court wants to do, we're fine with it.
That's a good question. Mr. Mitchell, can it be a separate exploitation of elderly charge for each offense? Or are those two charges going to be combined?
I think there would be separate because there's like one that's for less than 10,000 and then more than 10,000.
Okay. Mr. Keith, I'm just going to set you Mr. McDaniel, I think we set a cash bond last time. You still request a cash bond, Mr. McDaniel? I know he's got other issues, but I'm going to set you a $500 cash bond on each count. You have 3 felony charges. Your total bond today is $1,500 cash. No contact with the alleged victim, Mr. Keith. Anytime your bond changes, you do have the right to use the phone to let friends or family know that. So you will get to use the phone today. And this bond is in addition to any previously set bonds or hold without bonds you may have. Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Have a good day, sir. William Anderson. Mr. Anderson, good morning. Mr. Anderson, I saw you yesterday. There were some questions I had about probable cause on 2 or 3 of the charges. Law enforcement has filed an amended complaint, which I have read this morning, and it's very thorough and very complete. So it does resolve any concerns or questions I had. So here's the charges that they've accused you of and the bonds I'm going to set you, Mr. Anderson. I'm also taking into account your criminal history, and your Department of Corrections says you've been to prison 3 times is what their website shows. Mr. McDaniel, before I set the bonds, anything on behalf of Mr. Anderson?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell, anything?
Your Honor, as it pertains to the grand theft and credit card theft case, we would request no contact whatsoever with the victim in that case. She has been in contact with the state and alleges that he's trying to call her multiple times during the day. So we would request no contact of any kind whatsoever.
Miss, what's her last name?
Lee, I think is her name.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
So Mr. Anderson,
Hold on, I'll double
let me
check.
do those 2 cases first. You have a grand theft and a credit card theft. The alleged victim in that case is a Miss Lee, apparently. Mr. Mitchell's going to double check that. But your bond in that grand theft is going to be $10,000. The credit card theft is a misdemeanor charge, so it's going to get a $5,000 bond. So your bond from those 2 charges is $15,000. In the other cases, the fleeing or attempting to elude is a 3rd-degree felony. That bond will be $10,000. The resisting without violence is a misdemeanor. That'll be a $5,000 bond. The driving license suspended will be a $5,000 bond. The criminal mischief, tag attached, not assigned, both of those are $5,000 bonds. And I believe there's a charge that's left off of the jail sheet. I think there's a think there's a trespassing also from yesterday.
There is.
So Corporal, the jail sheet misses one charge from yesterday, and that's trespassing, and that'll have a $5,000 bond. So I did not add those together. I didn't write them all down because I was trying to make myself legible. So I'm going to ask Ms. Williams to give me the total on those bonds.
That's 35 on
35 from yesterday plus 15 from today. So your total bond on what I know about so far, Mr. Williams, is $50,000 cash or surety. You do have a condition of no contact with either victim. That means the alleged victim in the grand theft and credit card case, and also no contact with the alleged victim and no contact with the property from the offense the day before yesterday. Mr. Anderson, you do have the right to use the phone, sir, after first appearance to contact friends or family to try to post the bond. Mr. Anderson, do you have any questions? No. All right. Have a good day, sir.
Your Honor, I want to re-clarify. I was way off on the victim's name. I was confusing it with another
And Mr.
case.
Anderson looked confused when you said that. So, Mr. Anderson, listen to the alleged victim in the grand theft and credit card theft. Who is that, Mr. Mitchell?
It is Ann Johnson,
Ms. Johnson.
Okay.
Wait. I think that Johnson is the victim in the.
grand theft, and am I looking at the right one? Oh,
No, that's my ex-wife. That's my ex-old lady, Miss Johnson.
that is the grand theft and theft of a credit card.
Was the other one, was that a Miss Johnson too? Oh, it's two different Johnsons. Okay. So no contact with Nell Johnson and no contact with Ann Johnson. Any questions now, Mr. Anderson?
Was there two grand theft charges? I'm just,
No. Actually, there were, no, I have one grand theft charge.
There's a grand theft charge in the credit card case, and then there's the grand theft charge in the one that he was appeared for yesterday, the sugarcane meal.
That's not on the jail docket either, jail list either. So there may be two charges missing off the jail list. You sure of that?
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, Your Honor. Hold on.
I don't have that complaint yesterday.
So we had 7 from yesterday. There is the fleeing or attempted to.
Okay, so there's another grand theft from yesterday that's not on the jail sheet, Corporal. That'll have a $10,000 bond like the other third-degree felonies will. So your total bond from today is $60,000 cash or surety. Wish you the best, Mr. Anderson.
any questions? All right, good luck.
Next, we have Jason Givens.
Yeah, that's all.
He's right. Mr. Givens, good morning, sir. You're here for first appearance accused of one count of DUI with damage to person or property. Mr. Givens, I've read the complaint. There is probable cause. The criminal history I've got shows no prior criminal history. So, Mr. Givens, I couldn't find any, you certainly don't have any DUIs on your driving record, but I don't think you've ever been charged with a crime before at all. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Mr. Givens, I'm going to appoint the public defender's officer to represent you for first appearance purposes. I'm going to ask that you listen to Mr. McDaniel, sir.
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Givens. He's going to enter to no contest the charges listed. Be year probation, $1,078 in fines, 50 hours of community service, minimum driver's license, suspension, DUI class, alcohol classes if necessary. You can take 12 AA classes if probation desires that. He has signed his plea waiver form, waiving his right to a jury trial and call witnesses. Let's resolve this case today.
Mr. Mitchell, is that agreeable with the state?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Gibbons, did you hear that agreement, sir?
Yes, sir, I did.
Mr. Gibbons, do you have any questions about that agreement?
No, sir. No question.
And is that the plea that you would like to enter, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gibbons, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest to one count of driving under the influence with damage to person or property. And this is as charged, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gibbons, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty of that offense. I'm going to sentence you to 11 months and 29 days probation. You'll have the standard conditions of probation, Mr. Gibbons, plus the following special conditions. You will successfully, you've been placed on probation for 11 months and 29 days. Court costs and fines are imposed of $1,078. Successfully complete substance abuse counseling. That's once a week until it's completed. If you choose to do AA, then that is, we're going to put a cap on it of 12 classes. If you enroll in your DUI school within 60 days, that will satisfy the counseling requirement because that DUI school is 16 hours long. Mr. Gibbons, you also have a condition that I'm going to recommend the minimum driver's license suspension and that you'll have to successfully complete the DUI school to get your license back. Mr. Gibbons, what's going to happen next, sir, is they're going to let you use the phone in case you want to set up transportation. And then after that, they're going to let you get dressed in your regular clothes. They're going to bring you to the courthouse because the courthouse is where the probation office is at. When you get here, Mr. Gibbons, the probation officer, Mr. Ham, will go over the probation paperwork with you. He will give you a chance to ask any questions about the probation, and then he will give you a copy of all the rules in writing, and you'll be free to leave. Mr. Gibbons, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Have a good day, sir. Brandon Hill. Mr. Hill, good morning. Mr. Hill, you're here because you've been accused of violating the terms of your probation, state probation. Mr. Hill, unlike the other case where there was affidavit filed in the other case, there's no affidavit filed in your case yet, so I can't arraign you. Plus, it's another county. All I can do in your situation, Mr. Hill, is to hold you, give them a reasonable amount of time to seek a warrant from the presiding judge in Bay County where you're on probation at. I'm going to hold you for 10 days, Mr. Hill. We'll see if they have a warrant within that 10 days. I'm going to ask Mr. Mitchell to notify the state attorney's office or the probation office of your arrest, and we'll see if they get a warrant. Mr. Hill, I may see you before the 10 days is up. If they get a warrant before then, I'll bring you up. I'll let you know if there is a warrant. And then secondly, if there is a warrant, whether or not there's a bond on the warrant. The judge that signs that warrant will be the person to decide if there's going to be a bond or not. But I'm going to see you in 10 days, if not before then. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Have a good day, sir.
What was his case number over in Bay?
No. So it's a arrest by the probation office. So let's see if they put it on here.
23-3001.
Thank you, Mr. McDaniel. They did not put it on the complaint, but that was. Did you get that off of CCIS or did you get it off the DOC website?
Both.
Everything I had this morning, gentlemen. Corporal Drown, anything else from the
No, sir.
jail? Mr. McDaniel?
No, sir.
Alrighty, since he's done, let's stay in Florida. Let's see how Judge Glazer's doing today.
Se le encarceló ayer y todavía pues estoy hablando con la secretaria a ver si lo ponen en línea, pero no lo he conseguido todavía.
So he handed a box to a co-defendant who handed it to another co-defendant, and inside of that box was a kilo of cocaine.
Él le dio una caja con 1 kilo de cocaína a un coacusado que a su vez se lo dio a otro coacusado.
And they have surveillance footage as well, that the police were watching this.
Y hay una grabación
Your Honor,
de vigilancia que tiene la
do
policía.
they have knowledge? Do they have anything detailing his knowledge? Do they have him handling the actual kilo rather than the liquor box?
It's the kilos inside the box.
No, I get that.
I
but
think that's a defense, definitely. I don't know what other evidence we've got, but I think for probable cause, it's a lower standard.
Judge, Mr. Hermida, your client wants to say something.
He says he works at the
No,
liquor
please.
store.
Please.
So we got a new kid.
Right, it's listed on the form that he works there.
Judge,
Señor,
my,
su abogado está diciendo que necesita información más detallada si usted realmente dio la caja o una botella de licor. Y este es el tema del que están hablando ahora.
so Your Honor, if I might, he is, from my understanding, a lawful permanent resident. He's not going anywhere. I would ask for, if not a standard schedule bond or something less.
Su señoría es un residente permanente legal. Voy a pedir que le pongan una fianza estándar o más baja.
I think I have a viable mere presence argument, Your Honor.
Excuse me, counsel, can you repeat that for the interpreter, please?
Yes, I have a viable mere presence argument. There's no direct evidence that he knew what was in the box.
Okay, creo que tengo una defensa viable, que es que él no tenía conocimiento de lo que había dentro de la caja.
I disagree. He took the box out of his trunk, brought it into the store, and then left the store. And when somebody else took the box, gave it to somebody else who came in, and the police stopped him. And then they found the kilo of cocaine in that box.
Yo no estoy de acuerdo. Él sacó la caja de su camión y la llevó a una tienda y ahí otra persona la cogió de la tienda, entonces fueron detenidos por la policía.
I'm setting a bond. What do you want, Steve?
I mean, it's a kilo, so there's a significant minimum mandatory. It's,
So,
Como es un kilo, hay un mínimo mandatorio
you want
bastante significante.
$15,000 bond?
we're trying to go higher, he's got a 15-year min-man based upon the weight.
Tiene un mínimo de $1,500.
Your Honor, 15,000 is more than enough.
Sir, how long have you lived in Miami?
Señor, ¿cuánto tiempo ha vivido en Miami?
Miami, 6 años. En Estados Unidos, 14.
All right.
In Miami, I've lived for 6 years, but in the US, I've lived for 14 years.
All right, there's probable cause for the charge. I'll set his bond at $15,000. Have a nice day.
Muy bien,
Thank you.
hay motivos fundados para el cargo y le pongo una fianza de $1,500.
All right, thank you, sir.
Your Honor, is that with a Nebbia?
Oh, no Nebbia. Can we
Sin
have it back?
Nebbia.
Okay, and to clarify for the interpreter, it was $15,000.
Sí, $1,500.
Your
Thank you.
Honor, is it $15,000?
I am
King
so
say,
sorry.
how do you say that? King
I am
say,
so sorry.
$15,000.
$15,000.
King say $1,000,000. Thank you.
$15,000. Thank you.
Thanks, corrections.
Okay, next is Eduardo Rodriguez. Page 8. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Judge.
Sir, you were arrested for organized scheme to defraud and grand theft, a first-degree felony. Actually, they wrote attempted organized scheme to defraud 50,000 or more, and grand theft, a first-degree felony. So it's a TJ Maxx.
So he would
store.
buy stuff online at TJ Maxx,
I
return
know
it,
you could do that.
return it to the TJ Maxx store.
It's very dangerous information.
I like going to the store anyway.
So
So
he buys
okay.
it online, he returns it, and then he repurchases it. And then he goes back to TJ Maxx with a difference inferior item and gets a refund on that.
Judge, are you appointed a public defender? Or are you
Sir,
inquiring?
can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
No, ma'am.
Do you own your home?
I do, but I don't have good enough credit to be able to hire a private.
Yeah, but if you have equity in your home, you can go get a line of credit and sell your home to get a lawyer. If you own a home, you don't qualify for a public defender as long as you're gonna have to hire an attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want me to reset the case in the afternoon to give you an opportunity to have a lawyer be present in court with you?
Would I be able to get a bond?
Yes, sir.
But like now, without me hiring?
Yes, sir. If you want to waive the presence of a private lawyer, I'll review the arrest affidavit and set what bond I believe is appropriate.
Can I ask what it will be now?
I don't know. I have to read it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to afford a lawyer today if that's what you're.
Do you want to waive the presence of a lawyer in court with you for today for the purposes of this hearing? You can always hire a lawyer at a later date.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. I just need a moment to review the arrest affidavit.
Right, so it's thousands of these fraudulent refunds, and the total loss to the company was around $416,000.
All right, so it started back in October 2024.
Can I say something?
Don't talk about the facts of the case. You're presumed not guilty. Okay, I had a chance to review the arrest affidavit. There's probable cause for organized scheme to defraud and grand theft of first-degree felony. You are ordered to stay away from, it should be all TJ Maxx and Marshall stores in Miami-Dade County.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
TJX is the parent company of both Marshalls and TJ Maxx. And I'm setting a bond. Count one, he has no priors, or does he?
This is a sophisticated scheme that went on for years. Again, thousands of refunds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of losses for this company.
It said over 1,467 returns totaling $288,104. I'm sorry, it says December 22 to the present, he conducted 744 sales totaling $232,400.80. And both he and his family have conducted 1,467 returns totaling $288,104.90. Conducting multiple refunds with the same receipt. He was obtaining the refunds, and then he was obtaining those refunds, returning items that were never purchased at TJX stores or items sold at TJX stores. And then from January 2024 to January 2025, he conspired to conduct 985 transactions, resulting in losses of over $128,000. So, okay, I don't know what bond you want. He's obviously going to have restitution to pay if these facts are proven at trial.
No less than standard, which is 15,000 each count with Nebbia.
All right, I think that's appropriate. Count one, organized scheme to defraud is going to be a $15,000 bond. Count two, grand theft, I'm setting that bond at $25,000, and I'm not doing a Nebbia. Your total bond then is going to be $40,000. All right,
Nebbia's overstates objection.
okay. They didn't even ask for a Nebbia, Miss F. And all that will do is make him sit in jail longer. He can post his bond. He's going to have to deal with these charges, but I believe an increased bond for the grand theft is warranted based on the sophistication of the scheme to defraud the TJX companies. Good day, sir. All right, moving right along, Darian Valdez.
Your Honor, I am so sorry. The gentleman that we did before, Cabana, that I corrected the interpreter, it was $15,000, correct?
Yes, 15,000. You are correct.
All right.
One second, I got to take care of something here. Okay, moving right along is Darian Valdez. Good morning, that's not Mr. Valdez. Where's he?
Mr. Valdez is a bond out.
Thank you. Then we have Bernard Marshall. Good morning, sir. So, Mr. Marshall, you were arrested for 2 counts of armed burglary with an assault or battery, tampering with the victim of a first-degree felony, 2 counts, armed criminal mischief, a second-degree felony, and resisting an officer without violence. And I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on felony bond. There's a hold for case F24-8360. So let me review.
We'll be invoking Mr. Marshall's right to counsel and his right to remain silent.
So I guess he's upset because she moved on and he can't handle it and broke into the house, beat her up, threatened her with a gun. There's probable cause for the charges. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from Emily Bermudez, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order, sir? Thank you. Count 1 and 2. I'm going to actually counts 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's probable cause for tampering with the victim. I'm sorry, for armed burglary with an assault or battery, 2 counts, and 2 counts of tampering with the victim of a first-degree felony while armed. And I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing and hold you with no bond on all of the counts, on the counts 1 through 4, excuse me. So then you're going to see a judge tomorrow with regard to the no bond on these 4 counts, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Count 5, armed criminal mischief, will be $7,500. Actually, it's armed criminal mischief. It should be $5,000. Count 6, resisting an officer without violence, is $500. So, sir, you'll see your judge tomorrow. Good day.
All right, let's change things up a little bit. We'll go back to Judge McNally.
Okay. Jackson Farrell.
All right, so they're going to dismiss after I take a plea on these, on the one, they're going to dismiss 11B 65206, 23B 814 381, and they're also going to dismiss 11B 65205, and then he's going to plead on 24B 82280, and he's going to have to pay the show cause amounts on the 2 civil infractions. He's going to be able to pay that today, right?
I don't know if he'll be able to pay that today, Your Honor, just due to his financial situation and his disability, Your Honor.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
What do you think a judge would think about somebody who hasn't taken care of a 2011 case?
Sir, I was not notified. I moved out 2015 and there was no notifications. I had the same problem when Paul Mendel was the agent for the township too.
All right, so he's going to plead guilty with the plea to be under 7.7 and 1.1 for 3 months, right?
That is correct, Your Honor, with the conditions for him to finish cleaning.
Comply with all township ordinances and permit township officials entry for compliance inspection, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, sir, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
If you plead guilty here, that's, I'll take it under section 771.1 for 3 months. The possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. I'll set terms and conditions. If you're compliant, the case will be dismissed at the end of 3 months. Also, as part of this agreement, I'm going to dismiss those 3 cases we just talked about. And then you're going to have to deal with the show causes on 23B 76671 and 23B 82267. It looks like you owe 207 and 213 respectively for a total of 420 on those. Do you understand everything I just said?
Yes, I do.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. You have the right to question their witnesses, bring in your own, use the subpoena powers of court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, hand me an order, please, probation order. All right. Do you have any questions before I ask you how you plead, sir?
Not really, just, you know, how can I comply with something when I've not been notified of it?
Well, you can comply now you know, right?
Well, yeah, but you know.
Mr. Donnelly, sir?
Mr. Farrell.
Hang on a second. Do you live on Donnelly?
No, I own the property on Donnelly. I live in Adrian.
Well, look, I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Well, how can you comply with something when you're not knowledgeable of it?
Mr. Farrell,
Yes, sir.
let me let you in on a secret. I'm just the impartial arbiter here. I'm not about to engage in an argument with you.
Okay, I don't want to argue.
Well, you kind of do. You want to argue. How can I comply with something if I don't know? I don't know what to tell you. They sent it to that address. Did you tell the township where you lived?
I changed my address with the post office.
Well, how long ago?
2015.
You think that's still in effect?
I don't know how long. I don't work for the post office. I don't know how long it works.
Well, if they sent it to your address and the postal forwarding is still going on, you should have received it, right?
Well, I have not received anything.
Well, then maybe you need to go back and you need to make another forwarding change with the post office. I don't know. I don't work for the postal service, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
I agree. I don't work for them either, but you know.
Do you want to keep arguing, so I'm going to pass this case and do it another day, or are we going to
Your
be
Honor,
able to
if
take
I
care
may
of this?
just have 5 seconds to speak with my client. Mr. Farrell, I had a conversation with
You seem cantankerous here, and I'm not going to put up with that nonsense. If you want to come in here in person next time, we'll have this conversation face to face. I'm not going to argue with you.
I just want to get this over with so I can move on.
Well, then don't start chirping at me, or I'm going to adjourn this, and you're going to get to drive in here from Adrian or Timbuktu, wherever you are. You got it?
Yes.
Are you
Yes,
ready?
I'll take the guilty plea.
Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Do you understand everything I've said so far?
Yes.
You understand if you plead guilty, we're not going to have a trial. You're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
By the way, how did you find out about this case now?
I got a phone call from the township agent. He identified himself as a Brownstown Township police officer.
When did you receive that call?
Oh, that was back in January. He asked me, had I received his letters? I told him I have not received any letters. I didn't know anything, and he wouldn't identify what the letters were about, so I had no way of knowing.
Just so you know, if he called you back in January, you didn't show up on this case until you must have hired Mr. Bogard.
Well, there was a Michigan State police officer delivered.
Mr. Farrell, please stop talking right now. Just let the judge talk. Stop interrupting.
There was a Michigan State police officer delivered a summons to the Brownstown home.
Mr. Farrell, stop talking.
Okay.
You understand all your rights?
Yes.
Understand if you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights?
Yes.
To the charge violation of the anti-blight ordinance, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Do you own the property at 22341 Donley in Brownstown Township?
Yes, I do.
Did you own the property there on March 19 of 24?
Yes.
Does anybody else occupy that residence?
My daughter.
And do you agree that as of that date, that you violated the anti-blight ordinance as the owner of the property by allowing, or at least there was in the rear yard, piles of trash?
Not trash, sir. It was automotive motors and transmissions.
All right. And do you agree that that was in violation of the ordinance that you're charged with?
I suppose so.
Mr. Farrell, it's yes or no. I'm not going to do this again.
Yes.
Stop arguing.
Did you say yes, sir?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
You're not on probation or parole?
No.
I'm going to accept your plea to that charge. I'm going to dismiss 11B 65206, 23B 814381, 11B 65205. Do you have a good relationship with your daughter? I mean, if she got the letter that was addressed to you, wouldn't she have called you and said, hey, Dad, you got a letter here?
Yes, she would have.
So they just must have mailed it to Arkansas somewhere.
I don't know where.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. And part of this agreement is it's going to be taken under 771.1 so that if you comply with this, the case will be dismissed. You understand that, right?
Yes.
And you understand also the terms are that you have to comply with the township ordinances and permit township officials on the property for a compliance inspection?
Yes.
You agree to that?
Yes.
And you're going to advise your daughter of that, right?
Yes, I will. Are they going to contact me prior to showing up? So, you know, because she's got a big dog there and I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Let me call in Caitlin, please. Let's make sure of that. Good morning. Your name?
Caitlin Coleman, Middleton Township.
I'm ready to go ahead and sentence. He says he's got a big dog. He's requesting that before the officials enter the property that they call him. I'm going to have him give you his phone number now, and then you can coordinate whenever they're going to go out there, okay?
Sure.
Can you give that to her, sir?
Yes. 734-991.
Thank you.
All right, so that's the way we'll do it. I'm ready for sentencing if you are.
Your Honor, I have no issues with sentencing. If I may execute on behalf of Mr.
Sure.
Earl briefly. Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, my conversations with the prosecution here, obviously all interested parties are interested in having this property cleaned up. It's my understanding that the recommendation here was to have this taken under 77.1 for a period of 3 months to give Mr. Farrell the opportunity to continue to make improvements on that property. It's my understanding that Mr. Farrell, at the conclusion of this, would like to sell that property and be able to move on from this point. I did explain that to the prosecution. So he is going to be compliant with this probation status, also will be compliant with the city ordinances in order for him to be able to sell this property. The biggest thing here.
How long is it going to take?
To clean the property?
Yes.
It's my understanding a dumpster was delivered to that address here today or is being delivered to that address here today in order for them to continue to finish.
So if I order him to do it by August 31, is that reasonable?
I would believe it would be reasonable, Your Honor. And the only reason why I say I believe is because he relies on his son to do it over the weekend. His son does work full time. Mr. Farrell is completely disabled. He did serve in the military. He is disabled partially from that. He is legally blind. He doesn't have the ability to do it himself. So everything has to either come from the help of family. It doesn't always happen, or he has to hire it out. Mr. Farrell is on a limited fixed income, so that is part of the issue with paying fines and costs. He doesn't have the ability to generate more income than what he gets on a monthly basis. And what he gets on a monthly basis is very limited. So Your Honor, I'm just asking the court to take that into consideration. I know this matter's been open for a while. I know that sometimes things are harder than it needs to be, but we are asking the court to take that into consideration so that way the property can be cleaned up, it can be sold, Mr. Farrell can make some money from it, and pay his fines and costs as well. He understands that things have to be paid, just doesn't have the ability to pay everything immediately or a large sum of money, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Farrell, anything you would like to say?
No.
All right, I'm going to jump over to the civil infractions. This is 23B 76671. Yeah, I'm not even gonna address it. I think he agrees he owes the money, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
You're gonna pay 75 per month beginning August 10th until that one's paid in full. And then you're gonna pay on 23B 82267, 75 per month after fines and costs paid on 23B 76671. So you're gonna pay on 7/1 first, 6/7/1 first. You're gonna pay on 6/7 next. And then I'm just gonna fine you $100, costs $100, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 60 in probation fees, $385. I'm gonna place you on probation for 3 months on this misdemeanor under 771. The property's to be cleaned up and in compliance with township ordinances by August 31 of this year. You're to comply with all township ordinances and permit township officials to enter the property for compliance inspection. So that's pretty simple. Again, you cannot leave the state without consent. You can't violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We're going to give you a review hearing date. You have to report to probation as directed. I'm going to give you a review hearing date. You show up in 3 months. I will give you all the way until the day before the review hearing date. I'm questioning how he's gonna pay all that, but he's gonna have to figure out something, okay? What's a review hearing date on this in 3 months? Make it as long as you can. Like, do you have October 28th or something like that, Amy?
You've got October 22nd with Brownstown, or you could cross over on the 29th with Judge Husson.
October 29th of 25 at 8:30 will be your review hearing date, okay, sir? I'm gonna give you until October 27th to pay all of your fines on that case. So you owe $385, maybe you can walk him through this. You pay that by October 27th, he has to pay that on the misdemeanor, and then I set up the payment plans of 75 per month on the other. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for appeal purposes. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I just don't know. I'm not gonna be able to pay that much money. I don't have that.
Well, I'm gonna have to extend probation then. I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't have the money on any one of these due dates, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension, but I can't discharge you from probation and dismiss the case if you haven't paid your fines. If we need to make it longer, I'll do that.
Well, it's just causing a severe financial hardship, sir.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, is there some way that, I can show that I cannot afford to pay this?
I'll extend the probation, sir. I went as light as I can go here. Really, the $75 victims' rights and $50 justice assessment, that's mandatory by law. I went as light as I can. I can't go any better than this.
So what is the total on the fines?
You owe $385 on the misdemeanor, and you owe $207 and $213 on the civil infractions respectively.
All right, there's no way that I can meet that in that time frame.
Okay, you want me to extend your probation for a year? I can do that.
I'm struggling right now.
I'll tell you what, I'll make this probation 1 year. We'll make it 1 year, and I'll only charge him probation fees for 3 months. I'll do that. I know.
Your Honor, if he has the ability to pay it off or comes up with the money.
Yes, I'll discharge him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me a new date before July of 25, Amy. 6 rather. 26. So I want to be clear about that. I will be glad to discharge you if you can come up with the money before then. I can't do better than this.
All right,
June 24th.
I'm sorry?
June 24th?
June 24th of 26 at 8:30 in the morning. If you said you're going to sell your house, if you're going to sell your house, you should have plenty of money to pay these.
That don't happen overnight though, sir.
I just gave you 10 months. I don't know what to tell you. You just want to argue with me.
No, I will.
Can I let you in on a secret? When they quadruple my salary, maybe, just maybe, I'll argue with people. I do not deserve to be argued with. I've maintained my patience with you. I'm not gonna argue with you anymore. Do whatever you gotta do, okay? If you need more time on these, you call the court. I'll be happy to go on Zoom with you and give you an extension. Best of luck. Thank you. People against Timothy Sean Walsh, 25B1486.
All right, well, the next contestant comes up. I got to say, it's Clean Up Your Yard Day at Judge McNally's court, and it's definitely excuse day. I will point out one thing, though. As a business person who last year spent over $6,000 with the post office, I will tell you the amount of stuff that is supposed to be delivered and does not get delivered is staggering. So, there's no way that he didn't get all of the things that they sent him, but it wouldn't surprise me if one or two didn't get delivered, because that's kind of their jam there these days. Let's get back to Judge.
Sean Walsh, 25B148654A and B. Your name, sir?
Tim Walsh.
Okay, so you're going to plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and distracted driving causing an accident with the understanding that the driving on a suspended will be dismissed and improper lane use will be dismissed. True?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the distracted, 0 points. The allowing an unlicensed driver to drive is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge, by the way, you have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer?
No.
To the charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On May 29 to 25, were you in control of a 1997 Ford that was being operated on Telegraph
Yes, sir.
in Brownstown? I can't hear you.
Yes.
And you were operating that vehicle and you knew you were suspended or revoked or denied. Is that true?
Correct.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No,
To
sir.
the charge, distracted driving, causing an accident, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'll accept the plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'm going to dismiss the improper lane use and the driving on a suspended. Are you ready to be sentenced?
Yes, sir.
Anything you'd like to tell me? You have a valid license now?
No, sir.
You gotta go get one, okay?
Yes.
Anything else? You're revoked. Whoa. What are you driving on a revoked for?
Get headed back to the claim.
Did you ever talk to a lawyer about trying to get your license back?
Yes, I'm in talks now. It just wasn't enough time from when you adjourned it till now.
I know, but you've had a drunk driving, your last one was, am I right, 01?
It sounds about right.
Anything else?
No, sir.
100 fines, 125 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. I mean, that's a little light, but I'll do that because you haven't had a issue in 23 or 4 years. 350 or 90 days, 195 on the distracted, 545. You can pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Go down the hall, take care of it, you're all set. Wish you well.
Thank you, Alan.
Is Timothy,
Yeah, I agree with you, Ashley. The train sound effects are hilarious, especially with the mood he's in. That train's probably coming to run some people over, to be honest with you. If you're not already doing it, I would direct you to the pinned chat and check out tcfbingo.com. This is something we started yesterday. We have a purpose-built bingo game here to accompany our courtroom watching, where you can mark off things as you see them, play against your fellow viewers. So check that out. A new way to engage, a new way to have some fun. tcfbingo.com. Again, there's a link in the pinned chat. Let's get back to Judge.
get a new business partner, tell them to be a lot more responsible when it comes to us?
The business has been sold since June 2nd was the last day.
Well, you need a lawyer. I can't give you a lawyer. That's the problem. It's an LLC and it's a misdemeanor. I cannot bend the rule on this.
Oh, really?
You're going to need to get a lawyer
Okay.
quickly,
Like right now? Or?
like in the next week or so.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
All right. So you're Mr. Shamus, right?
Correct.
SHAMMAS?
Correct.
Amy, can you give me the earliest date? I mean, 2 weeks out for arraignment and pretrial?
August 13th.
August 13th. You can get a lawyer by then?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna make an issue of this, but you better have a lawyer show up.
Okay.
August 13th at 9 a.m., okay?
Do I have to be present with the lawyer?
You do,
Okay, thank you.
okay? And then I'll dismiss your show cause if everybody shows up. Good luck. Heather Ann, go down the hall and get your notice, all right?
All right, thank you.
Heather Ann Drogosh, 25B82690A and B and C. All right, what are we doing? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and, your name?
Heather.
We're gonna, Heather what?
Heather.
We're gonna adjourn this one to August the 13th at 9:15, good, Amy?
Yes.
At 9:15. And they're gonna notify the complainant, you can come back then, okay? Best of luck. Joel Dean Malnowski, 25B148750. Sir, you've been sitting back there all day. Do you have a case?
Yes,
What's your name?
Legacy, Steve Legacy.
Where's his file? Do you have a lawyer?
No, I'm just supposed to get out of probation today.
Who were you on probation? What city was that?
Brownstown.
Caitlin, do you have Steve Legacy's file? This poor guy's been sitting around here for an hour and a half at least. It sounds like it's just a review hearing. Can you hear me, Caitlin? Go in there and see if she's got it, John. All right, Joel Dean Malnowski, 25B148750. Your name?
Michael Crawford.
How you doing, Mr. Crawford?
Good.
Your name?
Joel.
All right, so for purposes of arraignment,
I'd like to stand mute, wait for more reading.
not guilty pleas entered. And now there's going to be a plea from, it's actually a super drunk. Oh, so he's going to plead to operating while intoxicated, right?
He's gonna plead down to the lesser charge of operating intoxicated, correct?
And then the super drunk will be dismissed, true?
True, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, 365 hours community service. Court costs are all 6 points, license suspension or revocation. In accordance with your record, your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
This says he's going to apply to sobriety court?
It's,
He's got a prior?
yes,
Ooh, this isn't good. Is that right? You want to get into sobriety court?
Yeah.
You think you got a drinking problem?
Not really, I mean, I drink sporadically with friends.
Well, you had one 2 years ago, and now here you are again, and you got like a 2 or 3 on the breathalyzer or blood draw, right? I only want you in sobriety court if that's what you want to do. Be glad to help. You think you need help, but if you're going to tell me I don't have a problem, maybe you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't believe I have a problem, but I'm not sure what sobriety court is.
Okay. Well, I'm going to send you over to talk to them. I'm going to take your plea now, and I'm going to trust that you're going to want to do it. If you're not, I hate to tell you, you might end up in jail, okay?
Well, in that case, I'll just go ahead and do sobriety court, sir.
I don't want, okay. Do you understand the possible penalties that I outlined?
Yes.
Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand it?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing nor a trial. Do you understand that?
Sir.
excuse me, Your Honor, just to be clear, the client's pleading no contest.
And the reason, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. It didn't.
Lack of recollection.
Is that right, sir?
Correct.
You understand a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea?
Yes.
Nice and loud for me. You got to keep your voice up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so, counsel, you stipulate I can utilize the police report to establish a factual basis?
So stipulated.
Mark that one. And again, the same penalties that I outlined with you. It's just that it's a no contest plea instead of a guilty plea, and you understand that.
Yes, sir.
And you understand you're giving up all the rights on the advice of rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge of operating while intoxicated, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
No contest, sir?
No contest, I'm sorry.
And you understand that's in effect a guilty plea, correct? Just, I'm not going to ask you questions.
Right.
You understand that?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to ask you again, to the charge operating while intoxicated, how do you plead?
No contest.
I've had the report marked People's 1, I'm going to review it. Ooh. Right in the beginning here. Hit 3 parked vehicles and rolled your vehicle. Now, I don't want to quarrel with you, sir, and I don't want to talk about this, but if you're running into parked cars and you just had one 2 years ago, I think you're understating the extent to which you have a problem. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You need sobriety court. It's intensive. It'll change your life. It'll be very, very, very beneficial for you, but you got to embrace the program. Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead no contest?
No, sir.
Plea is accepted. To OWI, I'm dismissing the super drunk. I'm gonna make a note. You're gonna get into sobriety court. If you don't, I'm not threatening you. I'm just telling you, I'm not doing my job if I don't send you to jail. I'm ordering a screening and assessment. You're going to have to go to the Brownstown Police Department. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you a $2,500 personal bond, but I want you to listen very carefully. And then, assuming sobriety court, you're going to follow the bond conditions that they outlined for you. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify the probation department. Again, you have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You're to attend AANA at least 4 times a week, and you have to go in person. Do you understand that? Yeah.
Your Honor, could we discuss that a little bit? My client doesn't have a vehicle anymore. He has no support. He's handicapped and he has one arm.
How's he going to get to sobriety court?
That was another situation we're struggling with. He's in a tough spot right now. He doesn't have a lot of support.
He lives in Brownstown in the middle section. The middle section is not that far from here, is it? Pardon?
No.
Probably a mile, right?
A couple miles.
That much? Maybe. Okay. All right. I won't make you go in person. You have to get a SoberLink device by the end of the day.
Well, Your Honor, I also want the court to know that my client understands that he's having some issues with alcohol right now. He is
Call in,
already
Emily.
taking, he's already enrolled in AA program online, correct?
Correct.
And we were hoping that perhaps that could apply for his AA.
Yeah, I'll do, well, I'm going to do the Zoom. I'll let him do it by Zoom. The AA, that's how he's doing it, right?
Yeah.
So you can do that 4 times a week. You have to be on a SoberLink device. You have to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. They're going to explain to you how to do that. You're going to have to somehow get out to Livonia. Either that or I'm going to order you in custody until they get a SoberLink device on you. And you don't want me to do that, sir. Because if I do that, honestly, you're going to be sitting in jail for a couple days. You don't want to be sitting in the Wayne County Jail. That's no fun.
Well, Your Honor, the client doesn't have a car. He doesn't have access to a car.
I can't resolve these problems other than saying I'd have to set a bond and you're going to end up sitting in the Wayne County Jail so they can fit you with a SoberLink. Did you get a hold of Emily?
Yes, she should be coming.
Emily, come on in here, will you please? This gentleman is in desperate need of sobriety court. He's got he doesn't have a car anymore.
Okay.
I'm ordering him, whether he gets in sobriety court or not, he doesn't know a lot about it, to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day,
Okay.
which mandates that he drive out to Livonia, right?
If you warn, but if he shoots, so
Can you get him one? Can somehow they get us one to give to him?
I have.
Perfect. That's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I want you in sobriety court, Mr. Melnowski. He had one 2 years ago, Emily. Emily, he had one 2 years ago and he drove into 3 parked cars and rolled his car. He doesn't know if he's got a problem or not, is what he told me. We're going to get this gentleman in here. We're going to change his life. He's going to stay with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Because you're going to die. How old are you?
48.
I'm sorry, you do not work, right?
You're correct. I'm permanently disabled.
He's got physical disabilities and mental disabilities he's managing. That's why you might see in a report that they found some Xanax in his blood, but it's Xanax and other related.
Okay, I didn't.
Well, that would be another thing if he wouldn't be able to be in sobriety court if that's.
Right. See, we can't let him in with that. We could,
Usually we give people the opportunity to.
I know, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna speak to your primary care physician. I want you to cover all this with Ms. Tessino. We can't have people in here that are on drugs like Xanax. Your doctor might say it's necessary that you be on that. Your doctor might say, we can give you some other drug that's fits our program, and we might still be able to get you in there, but we can't have people on certain drugs, one of which is Xanax. So what I want you to do is, we're gonna give him a sentence date.
So do you, just, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't start him on, we can give him SoberLink.
Right.
But maybe not start him on sobriety court bond conditions and give
Until-
him the opportunity to speak.
Correct.
To the doctor. Okay. I just
Correct. So that's what we'll do. We're gonna put you on all these bond conditions, and then we're gonna tell you to go see your doctor. I'm gonna set this out about 5 weeks. You have to go get printed by by 1 o'clock today. Do you understand that as well?
Yes.
Printed and photographed by 1 p.m. today, July 30. You have to get over to Brownstown. So I don't know how you got here, but however you did.
Do you want him to chemically test it all or just the SoberLink?
Just the SoberLink right now. I don't think he has got a lot of money.
Okay, no, that's fine, yep.
Just give me a sentence date about 5 weeks out, if you would, Amy.
September 10th? At
Yeah.
8:30.
At 8:30, okay? So that's gonna be your sentence date. You're gonna go down the hall, get that. You're gonna go across the hall to probation. When you go to AA online, you have to at least talk every day. You're gonna have to type something saying, or write something saying, this is what was discussed. This is the meeting I attended. This is the ID, the Zoom ID, and this is what was discussed, and you're gonna write down the date. Okay? Do you understand? I can't just have you, I'm not gonna take your word. Yeah, I attended Zoom on such and such a date and such a date, and you're not telling me where and when and anything about what was discussed. Do you understand that?
I understand that, sir.
I didn't say mention names. I'm not asking you to mention names. It's anonymous. I get it.
Right. My big concern is that with my Xanax, I've been stable on it for 28 years, 27 years. And I'm not gonna be able to withdraw from that.
I'm gonna have you do these other bond conditions. We're gonna keep the sentence date in effect. Sir, you're gonna die if you don't do something. I don't know what it is. I mean, you're gonna die. You're telling me you don't even know if you have a drinking problem. You're rolling a car and driving into parked cars, my lord. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm still gonna encourage you to speak to your physician because I don't know how else to put it. You can't, I'll sentence you on that date in September. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Good luck.
All right, Barbara, thank you for gifting that membership. Appreciated as always. Congratulations to John for receiving it. We're going to go to Judge Mom next, move from dad to mom. But before we do that, I do want to take a moment to discuss the sponsor of today's program, and that's Aura. So several weeks ago, Aura reached out to me to sponsor this program, and it made all the sense in the world because they're basically your protector of online data, if you will. And we watch enough court that we've seen time and time again what bad people can do when they have the right information. But I made them prove it to me. I needed to see what the program and the product would do because I'd never used it before. And one of the biggest problems that I had was spam phone calls, and they had been coming up over the last few months, and disturbingly, they weren't coming up on my business number where I would expect them to. They were coming up on my personal phone. So I want to play something off my phone here for a minute for you. It takes about 5 seconds. So let me go ahead and hit this and just take a listen for a moment. Okay. What you just heard was the sound of silence, my friends. And yeah, that was a little bit of a gag, but it's the truth. I went from having 8, 10, 12 spam phone calls a day down to maybe 1. And I'm convinced that if I give Aura a couple more weeks to work on this, that one will fall to 0. They've made all the difference in the world. They are pretty much a one-stop shop when it comes to protecting your data online. Everything from identity protection to spam removal to spam call protection, which is what I'm benefiting from. Credit lock, they give you VPN, they give you all sorts of things. And the bottom line is the product just works. I made them prove it to me. They have proven it. And I am now a customer of theirs. And I encourage you to give them a try. I've arranged for a 14-day free trial, aura.com/TCF. Go there. Sign up. It only takes a couple of minutes to do it. And in those 2 weeks, you'll find out who has your data, and they will start removing your data from those places. And I also guarantee you there will be people and companies that have your data and you have no idea who they are, but they know who you are. And more importantly, Aura knows who they are, and they will fix it for you. So again, that is aura.com/TCF for a 14-day free trial. Do check them out. I'm not leaving myself unprotected, especially after what Aura has shown me, and I encourage you to do the same. Again, give it that 2 weeks and see what they can do for you. Aura.com/TCF. All right, let's go ahead and move over to Judge Mom and see what's going on over there this morning.
I believe Mr. Elliott has been arraigned yet on the charge.
All right, thank you. And so, correct, sir, your name for the record, please.
Jason Dennis Elliott.
All right, and as to the arraignment, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant will stand mute, waive the reading of the charge. I'd ask the court to place a personal bond on him. I am retained counsel, Your Honor. Obviously, he's here this morning. He is full-time employed. He's been a downriver resident his entire life. There's no real reason not to put a personal bond on him. He would be present for all future hearings, and there's really no threat.
Okay. So as the arraignment, you want the court to waive the formal reading?
Yes.
If you're not guilty?
Yes.
Okay. And as the pretrial count, I'll address the bond in just a moment, taking into account everything you just stated. And as to the pretrial counsel, you're asking for an adjournment for discovery?
Yes, Judge. The court, if inclined, can set this for a final pretrial. Just for the record, Your Honor, I was in contact with the Wyandotte prosecuting attorney actually last week, but was unable to get the reports prior to today's hearing. So a short adjournment, and the court, again, is inclined, the final pretrial would be fine.
Okay, August 27th, does that work for you, counsel?
That would be fine, Judge.
At 1:30.
At 1:30 p.m. on August 27th. And the court will continue to cash bond. Sir, if you're to test right now, what's in your system?
Nothing.
No marijuana, no alcohol, no illegal drugs?
No, ma'am.
Are you on the bond in any jurisdiction?
No.
Other than this one?
No.
Okay, ever failed to appear in court for any reason, sir?
No.
I'm sorry?
No, ma'am.
You're not on probation or parole anywhere, are you? All right, you're not possessing too many alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. And then we'll see you back on the 27th. Just have a seat, sir. You got a copy of your bond conditions and counsel getting a copy of your discovery order.
Yes, Judge, good to see you, thank you.
Thank you as well. We have to go off the record. I have to do this urgent search warrant, and I'll be right back.
Okay, everyone, please rise. You may be seated.
And just that quick, she steps out. So be it. Let's go back to Judge McNally then.
This is you're not to enter 2380 Allen Road in Woodhaven or any other Walmart. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You can tell the prosecutor what you told me. We'll put him on Zoom with you.
Yes.
In a breakout room, and you can see if you can resolve it. If you can't, and you want a lawyer, tell me then. I'll be glad to give you one. Do you understand that?
I'm okay. I'm okay then.
All right, that's what we'll do. Thank you. People Against Legacy, Stephen Victor Legacy, 24B824, 28B. Your name?
Stephen Victor Legacy.
All right. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury. Testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a couple questions. Since you were in court when I sentenced you, and I sentenced you back on January 15 of this year, have you been arrested?
No, Your Honor.
Any new cases pending?
No.
Any contact with the police for any reason?
No.
Prosecutor's good with this. Prosecutor moves to dismiss. You've been compliant. Case dismissed. I wish you well, sir. Sorry you had to sit here so long.
I'm retired, sir. I got nothing else to do.
Have a good day. Good luck. Thanks. Keep that dog under control, will you please?
All right, Judge DeSanto's back. Let's give her another try.
Any other court or administrative agency?
Yes, I do.
Knowing all that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes.
Has anybody promised or anything, threatened you or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, they haven't.
Any immigration issues?
No, there isn't.
All right, counsel, you can please run to your client.
Thank you. Miss Daniel, excuse me. On April 29th of 2025, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes, I was.
Did there come a point in time where you struck another vehicle and did not stop immediately to report that accident?
Yes, I did.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept the plea to the amended charge, dismiss the original charges per the plea agreement, and counsel as to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, Ms. Daniel has no prior criminal record. This was an aberration. She just panicked, didn't realize what was occurring. I mean, as far as that she was supposed to stop, she went down the street. She was driving another individual's car. It was her ex-husband. That's not an excuse. I'm just indicating that to the court. She's retired from Chrysler, and she's 59 years old. We'd ask for a personal bond in this particular matter.
All right, ma'am, have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason?
No, I haven't.
And so are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No, I'm not.
All right. The court's going to order a $5,000 personal bond. You're not to, well, you're going to copy your bond conditions in just a moment. And then actually you're going to go over probation. You're going to receive a copy of your bond conditions. You'll receive a copy of you'll receive paperwork regarding your PSI. And then you'll receive your date for your PSI as well as your sentencing date. Okay?
And Your Honor, I assume will be no immediate sentencing because there is a required to be immediate replacement.
Yes, and again, because one of those individuals ended up going to the hospital. So,
I understand, Your Honor.
yes. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day. We are on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Corey Giles.
Ready?
25722 A, B, and C.
Your Honor, good morning. Richard T. Serrano, P33828, appearing on behalf of Mr. Giles, who's approaching. And this is the date and time set for arraignment pretrial. Sir, please state your name for the record. Corey Giles.
All right, good morning. Okay, and so today is the date scheduled for the arraignment pretrial. Counsel asks for the arraignment.
Your Honor, as to the arraignment, I've advised my client of the nature of the charges against him, all maximum penalties involved. and he understands them. He's been advised of his rights. He's assigned his advice of rights. And Your Honor, he tells me today that we're prepared to waive formal reading, stand mute, and enter a plea not guilty. He wants to hire his own attorney, so that's why we're asking for a 2-week adjournment.
Okay, so sir, what we'll do is we'll proceed with the arraignment, and if you are hiring your own attorney, then your attorney can represent you on the pretrial. Okay, but we're gonna proceed today on the arraignment, if you're okay with that.
Speak up, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Well, sir, this matter was set out, notice was set out on June 4th of this year regarding today's date of July 30th. So have you made any attempts to retain counsel between then and now?
I honestly didn't even know that I had a court date scheduled or anything. I didn't receive any notification in my mail, or it wasn't even on the ticket issued to me when I was originally pulled over.
Okay, so sir, what happens is you were given a citation, and then from there, the court sends out a summons. You're on Barbary Street?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It was sent out to the address on file on June 4th. It was mailed out. So, and it hasn't been returned. So how'd you know to be here today then, sir?
I emailed the court because I was trying to see how much the ticket was originally, just for the 2 charges that I seen on the ticket. I didn't really know, but then they told me that I had a court date scheduled. I didn't know until last week that I had a court date scheduled.
And Your Honor, he was the first one here.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, so, are you okay with proceeding with the arraignment with Mr. Serrano representing you today, and then you retain your own attorney for the pretrial?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and so the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment, and as the pretrial, the court will adjourn the pretrial for defendant to retain attorney, and we will adjourn that to, does August 13th work? Actually, let's do August 27th.
9:45.
Oh, he's gonna retain his own attorney, should we put it in the afternoon?
Please.
Oh, okay, 9:45 AM. And then he asks you bond counsel.
Your Honor, my client tells me he's not on probation or parole, has no matters pending. He's single, he supports no minor children. And tell the court where you're working, sir.
I'm a truck driver for Sigma Foods.
Okay,
Have a full-time job?
Yeah.
We ask for a personal bond, Your Honor.
all right, have you ever failed to appear in court for any reason, sir?
No.
All right, and are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No.
What occurred in Dearborn Heights in 2024, August of 24? Did you resolve that matter?
What was that?
The misdemeanor traffic offense. Dearborn Heights, August of 2024, so less than a year ago?
Was that the no operator's license in possession, Your Honor?
It doesn't specify what that was.
Do you remember that case? He doesn't recall, Your Honor.
Okay, well, sir, you need to contact Dearborn Heights to make sure that you don't have anything pending out there.
That's the 20th. Did you check that out?
Are you currently on probation or parole anywhere, sir?
No.
All right, do you have a CPL, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the court's going to order a $5,000 personal bond. You're not to have access or possession of any firearms or weapons without a valid permit, okay? So you're gonna copy, just have a seat, you're gonna copy your bond conditions, we'll see you back on the 27th at 9:45.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And we are on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Darrell Lewis. 184535.
If I may, Your Honor, Edward Holmberg on behalf of the defendant who is now approaching.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, and counsel, your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor, Edward Holmberg on behalf of the defendant. Your Honor, for arraignment purposes, we would stand mute and waive a formal reading.
Okay, thank you. And sir, your name for the record, please.
Darrell Lewis.
All right, thank you. And so today's date scheduled for the arraignment pretrial. We've been waiting a little bit for you, so I'm glad you're taking care of it now, sir. With no proof of insurance, counsel, that's already defaulted.
Defaulted, I figured as much.
Yes.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, and so counsel, I asked you the arraignment.
We would stand mute with a formal reading, Your Honor. As to the pretrial portion, if I may, the defendant would enter a plea responsible to do double parking.
Wow. Richard did a really good job for you, sir. I'm not sure how we got that one. All right, please raise your right hand. Do solemnly swear from testimony about to give this right, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you heard the very, very generous plea that your attorney worked out for you, correct?
Yes.
And as the amended charge of double parking, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Responsible.
Responsible.
And you've gone over your advice and rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
And you understand all of those rights?
Yes.
And you also understand by entering into a plea that you'll be waiving some of those rights?
Yes.
You also understand possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency?
Yes.
Knowing all that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes, I do.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No.
And any immigration issues?
No.
All right, the court does find the plea as knowing and voluntary. The court will accept your plea to the amended charge, dismiss the original charge per the plea agreement. That's $200 for the double parking, $95, well, $50 for your warrant fee, $45 for your clearance fee, total $295. You did post a bond, so we can apply the bond, and then you can get the balance. The balance will be sent to you via mail. Sir, so please stop at the window to make sure that we have all of your correct information. Your license is valid, correct?
Yes, it is.
I confirm that as well.
Yes.
Does that feel good, sir?
Great.
And to get this cleared up too?
Great.
Is this your last stop?
Yeah, it is.
Very good.
7 years, so.
Okay. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
All right, let's head back down to Miami-Dade. It's creeping up on lunchtime. Let's see how Judge Glazer's holding up.
Promoted, maybe I don't see them. So
We've been asking and nobody's responding.
Do
There's
they speak English?
There's another interpreter.
Yes, they speak English.
Who's Miss Mora? That says interpreter.
That's a Spanish interpreter. But by any chance, Your Honor, do you see Santa Perfit in the users?
No.
In the participants? No?
No. Is there a Kichi interpreter here? Please. Here, Santa Mom interpreter. Yay.
Yeah, we got a request for Mom.
But that's not Mom, it's Kichi. Maybe she knows Kichi.
They had told us moms.
No, I said Kichi. I
And you
spelled
must have
it for you.
spelled it?
I even spelled it phonetically and properly.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Hello, do you speak Kichi by any chance?
No, just mom, M-A-M.
We need Kichi. Can you ask him, does he understand Mom?
Piyol ni yol mam tat? Habla el idioma mam, señor? Piyol ni yol mam?
Kiche.
Okay, it's Kiche, not mam, Your Honor.
Kichi.
Yes.
Okay, so you all.
Yes, Your Honor, we're gonna need to reset it. I'm gonna request a Kichi interpreter. Thank you, Mom interpreter, and
Thank you. Yes.
So for 1:30, we're gonna start.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be in recess till
So, Judge-
1:30. What?
On that case, Mr. Rogers,
What's the name?
Shay Rogers,
Okay. ROD or ROG?
ROGERS, first name is Shay, SHEA. If we can get an amended order indicating that they can reside together.
With who? With the victims?
Yes.
All right, what's the case number, please?
He had two of them. I'm trying to figure out which one was the daughter and the wife, I think were the new one. Let me check.
You can't look it up?
I'm looking it up now, Judge.
The one with the batteries was the one with the daughter and wife. It was more than one charge. The other one was like one or two charges. It was like a strong arm. This one had a bunch of charges, including 2 batteries.
That one, the one that happened 2 days ago is F25 16074.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll do a new pretrial. What was the alternate bond? Do you remember?
It was, let me just double check. I don't want to give you wrong information. It was house arrest level 3.
House arrest? It was, that wasn't pretrial, it was house arrest?
Yes, house arrest level 3, alternate bond, count 1, 1,500, count 2, 1,000.
Was there a curfew? I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't think there was.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye, everybody. See you at 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, as she wraps it up for lunchtime, let's go over to Michigan and Judge Corey Wiggins, who is trending on this channel at the moment. He's got a video that's getting just about 2,000 views an hour, so let's see what he's all about.
Of up to $5,000. Do you understand those charges and the potential penalties?
Yeah.
On felony complaints, you have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can and will be used against you. You also have the right to have an attorney present during any questioning that you consent to, and you have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney at all phases throughout this process. And if you cannot afford one will be appointed to represent you at public expense, but you may be required to repay a portion of that expense. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Today, do you plan to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or request the appointment of an attorney?
I request one.
And what is your current source of income?
I've just been doing DoorDash at the moment.
All right, the court will make a referral to the public defender's office for the appointment of an attorney. We'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and we'll set the matter for a preliminary examination. That's a hearing that's held here in the district court within 21 days from today's date. At that hearing, the prosecution will be required to prove 2 things. 1, probable cause that the crime had occurred, and 2, probable cause that you were the person who had committed the offense. If the prosecution is not able to do that, the case would be dismissed. But if they are able to do that, you'd be ordered to stand trial in circuit court. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to have a bond. Prior to the preliminary examination, there'll be a probable cause conference where your attorney and an attorney from the prosecutor's office will get together to see if there's a way to resolve the case short of going to trial. You also have the right to have a bond set. Your bond is based upon the probability of you appearing at future court appointments, the seriousness of the offense charged, and the threat that you pose to the public. Historically, counsel, I show in 21 a disorderly jostling. Not shown on his CCH, but shown in our local record is in 02, there was a larceny less than 200. 08, operate without security. In 10, there were 2 counts of no license on person, 11 no license on person, 12 no license on person, 22 a trespass, and 23 to fail to report an accident. Any comment regarding bond from the defender's office?
Yes, Your Honor. We would argue for a personal recognizance bond based on his ties there. He's currently has a semi-permanent address for a friend that he's helping remodel his house. That's that 20th Avenue address you have. He has a criminal history, but it's all relatively minor. And the crime here is felony, which I respect is serious, but it's just a theft crime. There's it's a theft of a business. There's no human victim, I'll say. He also takes care of an 11-year-old and a 15-year-old. Or at least help take care of them. And while he doesn't, have necessarily stable employment, I'll say, but he is, working, trying to make, better his life, trying to make a positive impact in some way. So I'd ask for a personal recognizance.
Prosecutor's office.
Thank you, Your Honor. These charges stem from an incident on March 2nd of 2025, where the defendant is alleged to have stolen a deposit bag of $1,771 from the Herring Township KFC. The manager at that KFC reported that when she came into the office the following day on March 3rd and went to make her deposits to the bank, that she noticed that only 2 of the 3 sealed deposit bags she was expecting were in the bank bag. This was later confirmed by the weekend manager, who also confirmed she had only seen 2 bags. When reviewing the video, both she and Deputy Zajac saw the defendant enter the freezer with the deposit bag on 2 separate occasions. The second of which he returned to his vehicle prior to coming back into the building. And when he returned the bag to the manager's office, it appeared thinner than it had been previously. Additionally, they confirmed that they were the deposit bags based on an interview with the defendant, who told them what color the bags would have been. Given that, the people would request a no contact order with the Herring Township KFC, as well as a $5,000 bond.
Was he an employee at KFC at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
But it's not charged as an embezzlement, it's a larceny in the building?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I do not necessarily find Mr. Pringle as a flight risk or a threat to the community. I will release him on a personal recognizance bond. Mr. Pringle, you are to appear as ordered, keep your contact information current, not leave the state without permission, and to commit no new crimes. Additionally, I'm going to order that you not have any contact with the Kentucky Fried Chicken here in Cadillac. Before you leave the jail today, you'll be getting a copy of your next court date. Make note of that, all right?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, next to Raymond.
Your Honor, was it Cadillac KFC or the Herring Township?
It's all.
It's all the same. Okay, I just seen her. Yeah.
We only have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Your Honor, the arraignment comes, I would like to mention that I attempted to speak with her at the jail and she refused to speak with me. So maybe if you wanted to offer her another opportunity to speak with me.
Is that Ms. Christensen?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll keep an eye on his court, and we may come back there. Let's go to Clayton County, though, where they have a hallway full of freshly harvested contestants for first appearance. So let's spend a little time there.
For court-appointed counsel is true and correct. If so, please say I do. All right, you can put your hands down And we can deal with those attorney cases that we can deal with at this time. So make.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can we handle McLam first, please? I have a conflict in Clayton County Juvenile.
Okay.
Thank you.
Female young step back this Big land, if you.
Yes.
You got to see. You're Brian McLam.
Yes.
All right, you've been charged with criminal trespass, theft by taking, and terroristic threats. Your your attorney, Ms. Brandy Reese, is on for you today. Ms. Reese, do you have anything to say to the court in consideration of bond?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm in the courthouse and they started, I don't know, doing work. I apologize. I'm just moving locations. Your Honor, thank you. Mr. McLam is 28 years old. The victim is his wife. They just got married one day before this alleged incident had occurred. It's my understanding that there was some disagreement about infidelity. Obviously, tempers were very, very high considering the honeymoon period for which the parties were in. Mr. McLam has absolutely no criminal history, minor misdemeanors or felonies. He has community ties here in Atlanta. His mother is here. I believe the alleged victim should be on the live stream along with other family members. They do not have any minor children between them. However, in speaking with the victim, she would like for one, the charges to be dismissed. We know that's not at this stage, but she would like for Mr. McLam to return to the marital home, which they own together. And so we would be asking for a reasonable bond amount of about $40,000, $20,000 on the felony, and 10 each on the misdemeanors, Your Honor.
Mr. McLam, your bond for the criminal trespass is $2,000. Your bond for the theft by taking is $3,000, and your bond for the terroristic threat is $5,000 for a total bond of $10,000. Unfortunately, Ms. Reeves, I am not going to do those I'm not going to stop the stay away conditions. I would have to hear from the victim herself. So at this time, you can contact the Solicitor General or the DA's office if you want to change those conditions, but there will be stayaways from Kaylin Marks, the alleged victim. There will be stayaways from 7643 Ward Lane in Jonesboro. I do recognize that Mr. McLam has no criminal history, and that is the basis of why I made the bond amount what I made it today. His preliminary hearing is currently set for August 25th. Ms. Reeves, do you want to waive that today, or are you just going to keep it set till he bonds out?
No, we'll waive.
Okay. And are there any questions?
I have no questions, Your Honor. We'll follow up with the appropriate parties.
All right. So jail Mr. McLam, per his counsel, is waiving and he's free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a great day. You're free to go too, Ms.
You will do the same. Thank you, Your Honor.
McLam, he has to sign his waiver. Okay, he can wait right here.
All right, sir, you're Mr. Gregory Dotson. All right, Mr. Dotson, you've been charged with speeding, driver suspended license, theft by receiving stolen property, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Your attorney, Mr. Thomas Florio, is on this morning. Mr. Florio, do you have anything to say for the court to consider regarding bond?
Yes, ma'am. Judge, I've known Mr. Dodson for a number of years now. He and his family all reside here in Clayton County. He lives in Rex. His family lives here in the county. He is the primary caregiver for his mother, who just recently had a stroke. He does, though, work in a family business. His father owns a welding company, and so Mr. Dodson does also work with his father. He has 3 children. He has a newborn son that lives in the home with him. So he's primarily responsible for multiple family members. I believe we've got bond set on everything but the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon charge. And so we would ask this honorable court to set bond in that matter an amount that the honorable court deems appropriate.
Thank you, Mr. Florio. In regards to the speeding, I have made that bond $1,500. Suspended license $1,500, theft by receiving stolen property $2,000, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon $5,500 for a total bond of $10,500. In regards to the preliminary hearing, Mr. Florio, is your client waiving that today, or are you going to keep it set till he bonds out?
Your Honor, if we could keep it set until he bonds out, I anticipate he'll bond out this evening, but just out of an abundance of caution.
That is me. Are there any questions, Mr. Florio?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Thank
We
you.
thank you so much, Judge. That concludes my business. And give me a call when you get out, okay, Chuck? Thank you, brother.
All right, you're free to go, both of you. Have a great day, Mr. Florio.
Thank you, Judge. You as well.
What's your name, sir? It's Dodson. Very good, fine. Now we got to start with the females then. We're gonna start with the females now.
All right.
Anderson? You can step up.
Yeah.
Number two, up here.
Good morning, ma'am. What is your name?
Good morning, Judge. My name's Tamika Anderson.
All right, Ms. Anderson, you've been charged with one count of receipt of stolen property. Your bond is $5,500. Your preliminary hearing for this charge is currently set for August 25th at 8:30 a.m. If you want to waive it at this time, you can, or you can keep it set. And in regards to court-appointed counsel, Ms. Anderson, are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you make per?
The speaker, please repeat that, Judge.
How much do you make per month, ma'am?
I make $21 an hour.
How many hours would you estimate that you typically?
40 a week.
Okay.
I'm a welder.
I'm gonna go ahead and appoint counsel. If you decide to hire your own attorney, you can do so at a later time, Ms. Anderson. Do you have any questions?
Oh, ma'am, I don't.
All right, you're free to go. Have a great day.
So thank you, Judge.
You can step back.
Good morning, ma'am. What is your name?
Good morning, Roxanne Campbell.
All right, hold on a second. All right, Ms. Campbell, you've been charged with one count of criminal damage in the second degree. That bond is going to be $2,000. You're going to have a stay away condition from the alleged victim, Marquise Taylor. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly.
But not now, but you can bring it.
Also a stay away condition from the location of 1909 Robble Drive in Atlanta. In regards to court appointed counsel, Ms. Campbell, I don't have a form for you. Are you working at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
How much would you estimate you make per month?
Per month, I'm not sure, but I make 89K a year.
Oh, that's 39K a year. Yeah. I think that's gonna be a little too much, Miss Campbell. You may have to hire your own attorney. Do you have, are you a veteran?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And your preliminary hearing is currently set at this time for August 25th at 8:30 a.m. You can waive it now, and if you bond out, it automatically be waived. Do you want to waive your preliminary hearing?
No.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I do.
What's your question?
So I have a stay away order from
Yes.
Marquise Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
We work at the same place.
I can't give you advice about how it's going to affect your employment, Miss Campbell. You may have to ask an attorney to help you with that. I just know that he is the alleged victim in this matter. And when we have charges of damage to property, we do stay away conditions. So that's where we are now.
I do have another question.
Mm-hmm.
That address 1909, that is my house. So I have to stay away from my home.
Does Mr. Taylor stay with you, ma'am?
On and off, he doesn't have to. He can be out of the home.
Well, at this time, it's going to be a stay away from the home. It can be changed for you once there's some confirmation that he has moved or he's agreed to leave the property.
Okay.
But the fact that you own the home does not defeat the fact that he has lived there.
Okay, understood.
Any other questions?
No, can you repeat my bond one more time, please?
$2,000.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. What is your name?
Good morning. My name is Brian Davis.
All right, Miss Davis, you've been charged with one count of interference with custody. That bond is $1,000. Our hearing for this charge is going to be on at 8:30 a.m. unless you want to waive it at this time. And for some reason, I don't have a form for you either for court-appointed counsel. Are you working, Miss Davis?
I am, but however, my attorney is Stephen Fry,
Okay,
Fry Agency. I was told, he was down here talking to someone. I'm not sure what happened.
okay. Well, if you have an attorney, I won't worry about appointing you one. Do you have any questions?
At this moment, what does that charge hold with my son being with his dad?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak a little louder?
What does that charge hold right now? It's just to bond out?
Yeah,
The
just,
charge hold anytime?
yeah, this charge is for interference with custody. The bond is $1,000. After that, you can work on your attorney can work on negotiations with the state.
Okay, but I can pay the bond and be,
Released, but that does not make the case go away until it's either dismissed or there has been an adjudication on it.
okay. Thank you for
All
that.
right. You're welcome. Any other questions? No, but it was skipping, so if you don't have any questions, you're free to go.
Yeah, it is, thank you.
Right.
It's a real bad.
You just froze for a minute.
Good morning, ma'am. What is your name?
I'm the constable.
The Constable. Okay.
Yeah.
Ms. Doe, you've been charged with one count of following too closely. That bond is $500. One count of hit and run, $2,000 for a total bond of $2,500. Your preliminary hearing will be on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. unless you want to waive it at this time. And in regards to court-appointed counsel, I did appoint counsel to represent you, Ms. Doe. Do you have any questions?
So that bill amount is what I have to pay to be released today?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, ma'am. There's different ways you can pay it, cash, commercial, or property. This depends on how you want to do it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You take that.
What's your name, ma'am?
Jasmine Garrett, good morning.
Ms. Barrett, I just with Zaya Waiter or Waters.
Zaya Waiter, yes, ma'am.
Can you bring her up to Ms. Fowler?
Zaya Waiter, she was Zaya.
Who do you want, Your Honor?
I'm sorry, Deputy. Zaya WEITR Waiters.
Okay, 1 second.
They're co-defendants.
Waiters. Oh, waiters? Waiters?
Yeah. Yeah.
Justice, you can step up to the computer.
All right, so I have you both as co-defendants. Both of you in charge of criminal trespass. Let me just ask this, do y'all live in the same property at this time, or were living it prior to this incident?
We were, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
When there's a charge and there's co-defendants, one of you gonna have to leave the property. I'm gonna let you decide when I ask you the question, or if you don't make a decision, I'll make the decision.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know that now. That's why I called you both up here together, because you're both co-defendants charged with acts of violence against property and or a person, and you're each other's victims. So one of you gonna have to leave the property. Miss Garrett, you've been charged with criminal trespass. Your bond is $500. You have a stay away condition from Zaya Waiters, and I apologize if I mispronounced that name. Your preliminary hearing is going to be on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. If you want to waive it at this time, you can let me know. And in regards to court appointed counsel, for some reason, I don't have a form for you either. So are you working, Miss Garrett?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you make per month?
2,400.
Okay, are you a veteran?
No, ma'am.
I will appoint counsel to represent you. Now, Miss Miss Waiter, Zaya, okay. You've been charged with criminal trespass. Your bond is $1,000. You have a stay away condition from Miss Jasmine Garrett. Your preliminary hearing is going to also be on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. unless you want to waive it at this time. And in regards to court appointed counsel, let me see if they gave me a form for you. They did for you. And I will appoint counsel to represent you, ma'am. Now, in regards to this address of 557 Court in Atlanta, Who's gonna agree to have the stay away on their bond order, or do you want me to decide?
I'll do it.
You'll stay away, Ms. Waiters? Okay.
Yes.
So you'll have a stay away from that location, again, 5578 Rockinwood Court in Atlanta. If and when you make bond, you can go have the sheriff's deputy accompany you to get your undisputed personal belongings. You will have a stay away condition against each other until this matter is resolved or your bond conditions are changed. Do you have any questions, Ms. Garrett or Ms. Waiters?
It's okay if I can just have like my mom go, is that okay?
I'm so sorry, I cannot hear you for some reason. What did you say? Can you speak a little louder?
I said it's okay if my mom go, like I was.
Yeah, you both have bonds, so you can bond.
Okay.
It's just about when you bond out, you have to stay away from each other, and for you, Ms. Waiters, you have to stay away from the property.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, I can have my mom, I don't need an officer, she can just go get my things, right? That's fine.
If you decide to go, you'll need some other family member can.
Okay.
That should be no problem. It's only about you, Ms. Waiters.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're both free to go. Thank you. Huh?
So what was my bond, you said 500?
Yeah.
500,000.
Yeah.
6, is that correct? August 26th?
August 20, if you bond out, that hearing won't happen, but if you're still in custody, that's your next hearing date.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's head over to Kansas. Judge Webster's got a great game of Hollywood Squares Zoom edition going, so let's join her for that.
AM, you'll need to be back here on this charge for this case.
Okay, Your Honor.
And issue a bond. You said you posted your bond.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I posted 2 of them. You gave me a wrong court date and I was arrested, had to post that bond, and then I posted another one after that.
Okay, well, I show that you posted a $1,500 bond through AAA Butler County Bail Bonding, March 3rd of 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
And we did have that other date, but we did not find you failing to appear because we understood the bond and we just set it over to today. So you're on bond in this case. If you can take care of your bond in any other case, then you can probably be out. But on this case, you've got your bond, you have your attorney, and you have your court date. Mr. Sweeney, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Very well, then Mr. Bishop, anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and you are excused and remanded to the custody of the sheriff. Deputy, do you have anyone else waiting?
I do not. We had a mistake in a name earlier, but we don't have anybody else for you.
All right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate your providing your services to get him here today. We'll be in recess and both the jail and the defendant are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Any other detention facilities waiting? I see none. All
No,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you. Where is Mr. Arambula? Sir, do you want to see, where did he go? Did I lose the interpreter?
He may be taking a break, Your Honor, but I do still see his screen
Oh, I
here.
see his chair. Okay, well, let's see. Let's take up Sean Edwards. Will be on the record in 2025 TR 98, State of Kansas versus Sean Paul Edwards. Brett Sweeney for the state, defendant in person and pro se. Mr. Edwards, in count 1, you are charged with driving without your driver's license. Looks like they're saying you had one, but you didn't have it to present when they demanded you to. That is an unclassified misdemeanor. It carries up to a possible $500 fine and 30 days in jail. Usually the fine is less and probation is granted if a sentence is imposed. Count 2 alleges speeding 101 in a 65 mile per hour zone. That is a traffic infraction that carries a scheduled fine of $285 plus court costs of $108. Are you going to have an attorney represent you in these?
Yes, sir. I want to apply for one.
Well, the maximum sentence in this is up to 30 days, and typically it's 6 months or less that we appoint an attorney. So in this case, do you want to hire an attorney or represent yourself?
I'll see if I can hire an attorney.
All right, and while you're doing that, you might see if, I don't have any idea what your record is. I can take a look at what cases I've seen filed here in Butler County through our Odyssey system. Okay, you've got 2 Butler County traffic cases pending right now.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that 2025 TR 821 is speeding. So I don't know if, they wouldn't grant you diversion with 101 into 65. So, okay, so I don't think diversion would be an option. You can look into it. I'm not the one in charge of that. I don't set the rules or evaluate you. So, do you have any idea who you're going to hire at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Do we have any places we can squeeze this in to see if he gets an attorney before that October 29th?
Let me see what I've got, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Would you still want to put it on a Wednesday or a Monday, Your Honor?
Well, a Monday, because he says he's going to get an attorney.
I think we could put him on September 15th, Your Honor.
All right, you must be, thank you. You must be back here September 15th at 8 a.m. Let's make that 9 a.m. Since you're hiring an attorney, we'll make that September 15th, 9 a.m. I don't see that you've had a bond posted, but this is not one that, let me see, Fisher.
I don't think you need a bond, Your Honor. It's a
I don't think I do
class
either,
five
but-
misdemeanor.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to order that you reappear here at that date and time. I'm not going to make you get your picture or prints taken, but if you fail to appear, a bench warrant will probably issue for you.
All right, Your Honor.
All right. And if you're going to get an attorney, get him on board before that date.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Thank you. We'll be in recess at this time. You may go.
All righty. Thank you.
Mr. Arombulo, would you please see someone else that needed an attorney or an interpreter?
¿Alguien más necesita un intérprete en español?
Sí,
Yep.
Okay, remind me of your name, sir.
¿Me puede decir su nombre, señor?
Víctor Sánchez.
Victor Sanchez.
Judge, it's Sanchez hyphen Banderas on our docket.
Señoría, es Sánchez-Bandera.
We are on the record in 2025 TR 107, State of Kansas versus Victor Manuel Sanchez Banderas.
Okay. Estamos en la grabación para el caso 2025 2025 TR, y esto es el estado de Kansas contra Víctor Manuel Sánchez Bandera.
Sí.
The state appears by Brett Sweeney and the defendant appears in person and pro se.
El estado es representado por Brett Sweeney y el acusado está presente en persona.
Mr. Sanchez, you are charged in Count one with driving without a legal registration or tag.
Señor Sánchez, usted se le acusa de los siguientes cargos. Número uno, por manejar sin una placa o matrícula.
This is an unclassified misdemeanor. The fine could be up to $2,500. The sentence could be 30 days to 6 months. On count two, you're charged with driving without insurance. That is a B misdemeanor. The fine could be anywhere from $300 to $1,000. The sentence could be up to 6 months, but probation could be an option for both charges.
Esto es un delito menor sin clasificación alguna. La multa podría alcanzar un máximo de $2,500. La sentencia podría ser entre 30 días y 6 meses. Y en el cargo número 2, usted se le acusa de manejar sin un seguro para su vehículo, lo cual es un delito menor de clasificación B. Y la multa podría rondar entre $300 y $1,000.
Okay, sí, yo,
Did you hear me go over rights and charges with everyone at the beginning of the docket?
Y usted pudo escuchar lo que yo le estaba diciendo a todos al principio, cuando yo le estaba leyendo sus derechos.
sí,
¿Ya?
Do you intend to hire an attorney, apply for court appointed, or waive attorney and represent yourself?
Y usted quiere contratar un abogado, quiere aplicar para que la corte le asigne uno, o si no quiere renunciar a su derecho de contratar a un abogado y representarse a sí mismo.
yo mismo.
I'll represent myself.
Understand, though, that you do have the right to an attorney that you can hire or apply for court appointed.
Y usted entiende que usted tiene derecho de contratar a un abogado, o si no, aplicar para que la corte le asigne un abogado.
Okay.
¿Ok?
And knowing that you have those rights, you wish to waive them and represent yourself. Is that correct?
Y usted desea renunciar a sus derechos y representarse a sí mismo luego de haber escuchado esto.
No sé cómo, oiga.
I do not know.
Well, if you want to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed, I can give you time to do that. We'd set this over to October 8th at 1:30.
Si usted quiere contratar a un abogado o aplicar para que la corte le asigne un abogado, entonces le podemos dar tiempo para que usted haga eso. Y podemos aplazar este caso para el 8 de octubre a las 1:30 de la tarde.
Pero abogado, ¿para qué, oiga? Porque que no voy a pagar nomás la corte o el dinero que pagué de bon.
But an attorney for what? Am I not just supposed to pay for the fines and the bond that has been set?
That's up to you, sir. But if you want an attorney, you can hire an attorney, or if you want to apply for one, you can. Or we can continue with you representing yourself, but it has to be your choice.
Eso depende de usted, señor. Si usted quiere un abogado, usted lo puede contratar si tiene los medios, o si no, usted puede aplicar para que la corte le asigne un abogado. Y si usted no quiere un abogado, entonces puede representarse a sí mismo. La decisión tiene que venir por parte suya. No lo podemos dar asesoría.
Okay, yo mismo.
I'll represent myself.
And is anyone making you do that?
¿Alguien lo está obligando a que tome esa decisión?
No.
No.
Deputy, do you have a written waiver there in Spanish for him by chance?
I do.
All right, if you'd let him look at that. please look at the paper that the deputy is going to give you, and if you agree, you just need to sign that.
Read that.
Okay. Por favor, lea el papel que el delegado le va a pasar y si usted está de acuerdo con esas condiciones, solo tiene que firmar.
Worry about that. It's for the judge. It's right there.
¿Pero esto para qué es? What is that?
What is this for?
This is for the judge to sign. This is the part you need to read and then you need to sign it. You understand this part.
Entonces, sí necesito abogado.
So, I need an attorney?
No, this is what the officer has in front of you says you understand that you can have an attorney, but you choose not to.
Well, as riveting as this exchange is, let's go back to Judge McNally.
Against the arm of the chair. Jeremiah was antagonizing Antonio, telling him to hit him. Antonio then struck Jeremiah once in the left cheek and once in the left side of his head with a closed fist. Jeremiah said he went into the kitchen and Antonio thought he was going to grab a weapon. Jeremiah stated he knows better than to go back at Antonio, so he left the kitchen and went to his room to call 911. Officer McCardle took pictures of Jeremiah's right cheek and a cut on the inside of his lip. Officer McCardle had Jeremiah fill out a witness statement form. Officer McCardle provided Jeremiah a victim's rights form.
And I'm sorry, the relationship
Sorry?
between Jeremiah and Antonio was what?
Live-in.
I'm sorry?
A live-in. It was Tracy's boyfriend at the time.
All right.
The mother, Jeremiah's mother.
Go ahead. Anything else?
Yeah, the charges were sent to the city prosecutor Callie for review and they were accepted.
All right. Did you have that faxed over?
Yes.
What number was that faxed to? Do you know?
Sent over the portal. So where? 1 second. 1 second. My sergeant's sending it over the portal right now.
All right. Amy, are you going to dig that out for me? I can't really do anything until I get that signed. Where's John at?
We just got the approval. You just got the approval and it was sent.
Okay. Can you tell me where you sent that?
He sent it via the portal, Your Honor. The
Okay.
33rd District portal.
Yeah. Amy, do you have that?
Yeah, something just came through. Yep, I got it.
All right.
I'll have somebody run it down.
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign that and date that and authorize the issuance of the complaint warrant, okay? So you're all set. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
But you signed it though, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good enough. Thanks. Have you seen John?
And he's ground to a bit of a halt too. We've got kind of that midday thing going on. Let's try Judge Wiggins.
Person at the jail, what is your name?
Nicole Christensen.
Ms. Christensen, this is case number 253546FY, the people of the state of Michigan versus Nicole Marie Christensen. We are here for an arraignment. But Ms. Christensen, I understand that you did not want to meet with a public defender earlier today. Would you like to take advantage and meet with the defender before we go through today's arraignment?
Yes, if I could.
All right, do you have your computer with you? All right, so they're going
Sorry
to
about-
you're going to log into Zoom, and I'll put you both into a breakout room so you can meet before we go through the arraignment. All right?
All right, thank you.
And he's now on pause. Oh, sometimes just every time you try to go somewhere, you kind of strike out a little bit. But it looks like McNally's finally got something going, so let's try that again.
They prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes, sir.
The right to cross-examine their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. By pleading guilty, you're waiving all those rights, and we will not have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Charge retail fraud, how do you still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes,
To charge retail fraud, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
On November 20 of 20, were you at Walmart at 2380 Allen Road, Woodhaven at 5:42 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Did you take property there that was offered for sale without paying for it?
Yes, sir.
Was that to the tune of about $160 worth of property?
Yes, sir.
Again, are you on probation or parole?
I'm on parole. I just did 4 years.
Were you on parole back in November of 20?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
He's accepted to retail fraud. Drug paraphernalia is dismissed. How long you been in custody there?
I hear for a month.
Boy, you're not doing too good. You know that?
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell me?
I just did 4 years in prison. After this, I'm case here.
100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 425 or 30 days. Credit 30. I'll give you credit for time served in the Wayne County Jail. Good luck. I hope you straighten out your life. I really do. Good luck.
Thank you.
People against Nicholas Edward Gilliland. 25U574138A and B.
Good morning, Judge Dion Petit on behalf of Mr. Gilliland.
Mr. Gilliland, your name?
Good morning, Judge. Nicholas Gilliland.
He's going to plead to OWI 1. And, you know, they write these for OWI 2 when they can't under local ordinance.
Right, that was the issue, so.
Did I bring that up before? I don't. Yeah, so he's going to plead to OWI. So essentially, he's pleading guilty as charged, and then they're going to dismiss the failure to display a valid license, right?
Yes, but I think it's supposed to OWI first.
Yeah, but there is no OWI 2. They would have to charge under state law. Oh, wait a minute, this is under, but they didn't go and get a complaint and warrant. Wait a
They
second.
want to keep it low. That was the big deal last time, just determining it. Okay.
Wait a minute. What in the world is going on here? This is out of Brownstown. For Brownstown prosecutor, why is he saying that?
Well.
Come on in. Your name? Why was Mr. Fanego standing in for you?
I had to recuse myself. Nick is related.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get
So he
it.
did me a favor.
I see. Prosecutor Foley Carter recused. I'll make a note of that. I understand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks. So
Clarify the MES you needed me to.
the point is that they can't write these for OWI 2 under local ordinance.
Right, and I talked to the road patrol sergeant, and their intention was to keep it local. If they needed us to dismiss so they could reissue as OWI, that's fine. I didn't know if it would be okay, only because we're dismissing.
This is fine, but it's just kind of misleading to the defendant when they get an OWI 1 and they think they could have gotten an OWI 2. Do you understand they can't charge you with OWI 2 under local ordinance?
Yes, sir.
That's a 1-year misdemeanor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So what they're doing is they're writing this wrong. Well, that didn't sound right. They're writing it wrong, so to speak, by pleading it OWI 1, but I want you to understand they can't have written you for OWI 2 to begin with. So really your pleading is charged on the OWI 1 and they're dismissing the no ops. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You fully understand that?
Yes, sir.
And again, are you going to go into sobriety court?
Yes, sir.
It says this it's conditioned on your entry into sobriety court. You're going to do that?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be stuck with me for 2 years, Mr. Gilliland.
Yeah, all right. I
I
was
hope you're really ready.
for a long time.
If you plead guilty to this, again, I'm going to cover this. The possible penalties are up to 5 year all set. 500 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service court costs are all. 6 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand and advice of rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge, operating while intoxicated, first offense, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle June 13 to 25 at 8:13 PM on Fort near Gibraltar in Brownstown?
Yes, sir.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much did you drink?
Yes, sir. I had, I think it was about 2 Jack and Cokes after I got off work.
What else?
I'm pretty sure 2 Jack and Cokes.
How big-
I was messed up that.
Hang on a second. How big were the 2 Jack and Cokes?
They were big, like my own Jack and Cokes, man. Like at work, once I got off and then I left.
Okay, listen, how many shots did you have in each one of those drinks of Jack? Not Coke, Jack.
So I want to say like 4 or 5.
Okay, so probably about 8 to 10 drinks.
Yeah.
And was your ability to operate that motor vehicle significantly and materially affected due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes, sir.
Did you go get printed?
That's another issue, Your Honor.
Hang on, are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
What was the breathalyzer or blood draw?
I'm not sure. I know it was over 22, something. 21.9.
Do you stipulate that that was an accurate reading for purposes of the plea of 0.19 or higher, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right now, you're not on probation.
No, sir.
Parole.
No, sir.
Please accept the OWI, and I'm going to dismiss the OWI 2 to the extent that it was valid, and it wasn't, and then I'm going to dismiss the no ops. What happened with the prints?
So he tried to get printed, he was told he couldn't. As of now, I believe he has to be printed by the Wayne County Sheriff. I'm not sure why he can't be
Yeah,
printed by.
I tried going to Trenton, Woodhaven, Brownstown. They all said they couldn't do it, so I called up here. I got asked for them to send another fingerprint order because I never received a physical one until about a week ago, and I called and had to come in and get it again. But then she told me, when I called the first time, the clerk, I should have got her name, but she told me, since of everything that's going on, because I was worried about getting a warrant, since they wouldn't let me do it, I didn't know where to go. Everybody was just sending me in a circle. I went up to Westland because the woman at the, the clerk told me to go to Westland, so I went to Westland. They told me they couldn't do it. So they sent me to Wayne County off Russell.
Caitlin, can you come in here, please?
Did you go to Dickerson?
They told me, now they told me that since I didn't get live scanned and fingerprint when I got booked.
I hate to get you in the middle, but you can help me with this. I know you can. Your name again? I know you're recusing. Can Brownstown print this, gentleman?
They can't, they can only because their live scan is in the booking room. I know Flat Rock, their room is outside of the booking room, so they might be able to. I know Amy and I were trying to figure out where they could go.
Would you talk to Amy? And I need them printed. You're gonna go through your screening and assessment. We're gonna give you a sentence date down the road, about 5 weeks, and I hope that you're gonna take this serious and you're gonna get into sobriety court. I think I offered this to you before, didn't I?
Yeah, I wasn't serious, man.
Well, okay, but you gotta be now. Give me a date 5 weeks out. Tell them sobriety court. Go ahead. Amy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. September 10th
Okay.
at 9 a.m., 8:30 a.m.
September 10th at 8:30 a.m. So maybe you can work on this, figure out, I need him printed for sure.
Wait, Judge, did he say that that Wayne County told him a place he can go? Can he go to Dickerson?
They told me to go to Dickerson because they have a live scanner and,
Well, did you go to Dickerson?
they just told me that today, because I had to go see the sergeant.
Okay.
At what, the Russell location.
All right, well, we're gonna give you your new date, and we're gonna give you the old order for prints, and you can go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
You been going to AA?
Yeah, I have all my signatures.
He went yesterday.
I just got my.
Good. We'll see you here. Go over there. Tell them about sobriety court, Sean. Thank you. Good luck. Thanks. Tyler James Mexica, 23R51304425B 148704AB.
Good morning, Judge. Deanna on behalf of Mr. Mexica. State your name for the court.
Tyler James.
Let's handle the 513044 case out of Rockwood. Does he stay in mute, wait formal reading?
Yes, Judge. I believe that Rockwood case is gonna be adjourned since.
Yeah, because I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'll somehow, some way figure out a way to give you a $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without consent. You can't violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We'll give you the date. I'm just gonna send him down for you to give it to him, Amy. On this other charge, concealed weapon, he's going to have that case dismissed once he pleads to possession of a controlled substance. True?
Yes, Judge.
If you do-
7411.
Yes. If you do that and he stands mute and waives formal reading on both of those, true?
Yes, Judge.
All right. If you plead to possession of a controlled substance under 7411, I'll defer the proceeding. I'll place you on probation. I'll set terms and conditions. If you're compliant at the end of the specified period, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights. You're subject to a 90-day jail term, fines $500, costs are all. Do you understand that?
I do.
And if you plead guilty, you're giving up all the rights on the advice of rights, and we won't have a trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
To the charge possession of a controlled substance, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On July 11 of 25, were you on Telegraph near Joyce in Brownstown?
Yes,
Were
Your
you in
Honor.
possession of a controlled substance?
Yes, Your
You had
Honor.
multiple ones, right? Cocaine, Adderall, and Xanax?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your
Were
Honor.
they on your person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Going to accept your plea, find it to be an accurate plea, made voluntarily and understandingly. I'm going to give you a $1,000 personal bond. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state without consent. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with prosecution witnesses. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. Do you got that?
Yes.
AANA 3 times a week. AANA 3 times a week. I want you to go in person. We're going to give you a form. John, AA form. You need to start going immediately. We'll see you back here for sentencing. Again, that's on the marijuana charge, or the controlled substance charge rather, and the concealed weapon charge is dismissed. I'm going to give you a sentence date on that file.
August, sorry.
Go ahead.
August 13th at 8:45.
August, I'm ordering a screening. August 13th at 8:45 will be your sentence date. You're going to go down the hall. You're going to get your notice on that case. They're also going to give you a notice on the Rockwood case. Don't confuse the two. Then you go down to probation. You're going to fill out a questionnaire and you'll be interviewed. They'll prepare a report and recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Yeah, lastly, Judge, he's in NA right now through the Guidance Center
Through the Guidance Center?
in Southgate. Yes.
You're going to NA at the Guidance Center or are you going to treatment?
I do like a outpatient treatment
Yeah,
already, and I go to meetings.
How many meetings?
I do a bi-weekly one.
Well, I'm going to do this. I'll make it a combination of AA, NA, combination of AA, NA, and or treatment you have to go through 2-3 times a week. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to treatment there, not AA. So I don't care if you go into treatment once a week, you still need to go to AA then twice a week and vice versa. You understand
I
that?
understand, Your Honor.
So go down the hall, get your notices, go over to probation, fill out a questionnaire. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Barnier. Brianna, Ray, Barnier, 25B148694. A and B.
Deanna Patino on behalf of Miss, is it Barnier? Barnier, state your full name. Brianna Ray Barnier.
All right, so she's going to stand mute, wait formal reading on both charges, right?
Yes, Judge, before we start this one, it appeared to be a conflict because I also represented the co-defendant that was just sentenced, Ms. Goff. So I did have that conversation with Ms. Barnier. She waives the conflict. I don't think that there's anything adverse since Ms. Goff has already been sentenced.
Okay, is that what you want to do, Ms. Barnier?
Yes.
So you understand if the fraudulent scheme, that case will be dismissed if, in fact, you plead guilty to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that will be taken under the Homes Youthful Trainee Act. And if you're compliant with that, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And for purposes of arraignment on both, does she stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, Judge.
When you plead to contributing to the delinquency of a minor, I'll take it under HIDA. I'll set terms. And if you're compliant, again, at the end of the specified period, the case will be dismissed. This is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge contributing to the delinquency of a minor, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On May the 12th of 25, whoa, were you at 27232 Crawford Road in Brownstown?
Yeah, I believe so.
What did you do to contribute to the delinquency of a minor?
I bought carts, leading to selling to a minor. Did you intend, when you purchased those carts, was it your intent to sell them to someone who was underage that could not have them? Yes.
And you did then in fact do that?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Please accept it, $500 personal bond. I'll take it under HIDA. I'm going to dismiss the fraudulent scheme. Refer you for a pre-sentence report, okay? Pre-sentence report, we'll do a sentence date. That will be on August the 13th, Amy,
Yep, we could do that day.
at 8:45, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So that is dismissed. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, friends, I think that's a good place to leave it for today. I hope you all had fun. I know I did. Pretty much went off without a glitch. That's nice when that happens. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, a half an hour early for channel members. I will leave you with the jellyfish. Remind you as well to check out the sponsor for today's show, Aura. You can find them at aura.com/TCF. There is a link down in the description. Be sure to check them out. People who support the show, let's support them as well. Enjoy your day. Have yourselves a great Wednesday. Take care. God bless.